She breathes out fire. She's alive. You know she's alive. You know she's alive. There she goes with her friends, and I know she's lying to herself. And I don't know which way to go, but you know that I can't stick around here. Hard times living in this fight for brighter days. And you know, I know, I can make this go away. Yeah, I can make this go away. Yeah, I can. She breathes out fire. She breathes out fire. She's alive. You know she's alive. You know she's alive. Another day, another time, we talk about things that could have been. If you could see inside my mind, then you see that I am over this shit. Hard times living in this fight for brighter days. And you know, I know, I can make this go away. Yeah, I can make this go away. Yeah, I can. She breathes out fire. She breathes out fire. She's alive. You know she's alive. You know she's alive. And I can't get much higher. Standing right beside her. You know she's a liar. And I can't get much higher. Standing right beside her. You know she's a liar. And I can't get much higher. Standing right beside her. You know she's a liar. And I can't get much higher. Standing right beside her. You know she's a I get knocked down and I get back up. I'm riding high, never sleeping, living for the weekend down.
2019 GSL SuperTournament, Season 2.
What is up, everybody? This is day 2 of the GSL SuperTournament. Day 1 was awesome. It was a blast. I think we have Artosis. Can you go just slightly over that way? Let's see if this shows up. We need to apologize to those in the studio. I think our screen's broken.
Our screen.
So if
several
you're down here in
pieces
the
of
audience,
it are broken. We have TVs there.
So we
for
rolled
people.
TVs up in front of you. So this is
You
going
know
to be
what?
our
both, There's 2 TVs there.
Yeah.
And they both have the Korean casters. Can we not get one with with us on it?
What's going on with this? So this is going to be
You know,
our.
if you were just
this
better
is going
than
to be,
Caster Park, that maybe we would have a TV right now.
I know he's always.
But I keep hearing
upstaging
he's
me.
the best.
He's the best. So we've rolled TVs up right in front of the audience. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the screen fixed today. We found out about this about 2 minutes before we went live. But this is going to be our most ghetto GSL to date.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. I want you to know it was Artosis' fault. He was throwing his baseball around. And,
that was the problem. Well,
he was playing catch.
I hit an easy one to Tasteless, and he can't catch it. He's
I was going to
afraid
catch
of
it,
it.
and I went, like that, and then it hit the screen. So you'll still be able to see the games. It's just going to be right on the screen in front of you. Anyways.
It's like you're watching at home.
That's right.
In a studio.
Yes.
Kind of. You have to keep your pants on, though.
Exactly. So today we're going to have Solar versus Parting, RagnaroK versus TY, Hero versus Stream, and Classic versus Trap.
Dude, the matches yesterday were like really good matches, especially on paper. The matches here, though, I am actually more excited about. I think Solar Parting is an unbelievably good match, as is RagnaroK TY. And Hero Dream, like, this could be a very weird, quick match that Hero just smashes in, but Dream is really good right now. Tasteless, ask me if he's really good. He's really good right now, Tasteless. So I think that can be a very good match as well.
Yeah.
And of course the PvP, I mean, Classic and
Well,
Trap.
this is a great PvP.
Yeah,
It's like the 2 best Protoss players.
That one's obvious for everyone.
Yeah.
But I'm letting everyone know those other 3 amazing matches.
I did get to talk to Parting as he came into the studio.
Yeah.
Parting's one of the pro gamers I actually occasionally get to hang out with. So I'm always rooting for that guy. But, you know, he's got a crazy play style. He said it's about 50-50 if he's going to take it today.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Solar, of course, he is 7K MMR on the Korean server. He has been playing fantastically recently. Like in all of his matches, the online cups, the Chinese league, he's been doing very, very well. In GSL, he beat Maru in a series and then lost to Maru in a series, if I recall correctly. So, like, very top-end play right now. Now, Parting, I mean, he came back. He started delivering above what his level seemed to be immediately. Immediately into GSL playing well, immediately into SuperTournament playing well, beating top-end pro gamers. And I have it on pretty damn good authority that he is top 1 or 2 PvZ player in the world right now.
Yeah.
That his PvZ is really, really good right now.
I'm rooting for this guy, but I got to say, I mean, Solar looks so strong.
He does.
He's such a good Zerg.
He is a good Zerg.
He's just
good
Zerg.
Good
like,
at Zerg.
He's so good at that. Have you noticed that? The thing about Solar.
Yeah, no, his Zerg is really good.
The other thing I've always noticed about Solar is when he plays Zerg, he does really well.
He does normally.
And you know the thing about Picasso?
Yeah.
Is those paintings of his.
He painted those well. Like,
they were good.
I'm not sure what he was trying to paint, but, like, damn if those aren't expensive. You know what I mean? Someone that knows more than me about paintings put that at a high price.
That Einstein guy.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about him, man, was those theorems he came up with. Those were something else, weren't they?
Well, dude, he figured
that whole
out
theory of relativity thing.
Light is so fast, no one could measure it before him. That guy was just good.
He was just good.
He is a good scientist.
Okay, we're going to start Game 1 on Triton. I will check with production after the games to see if we will get the screen fixed, but I think for now we have to assume it is not going to work. So those of you in the studio, sorry again, guys. You came to our studio, but this is our most ghetto GSL to date. So in a weird way, you're kind of part of history here. This is so far, just to start things off, our bumpiest day in 9 years of GSL history. Our game's loaded up. Wait, now there's a problem with the
Shine
game?
got alt-tabbed, and now he's having a hard time getting the game to be there without the taskbar. on the bottom. This happens. This happened to me the other day. I forget how I fixed
stuck
it.
in a StarCraft game where if you click at the bottom of the screen, it'll
Yeah.
tab you out. So
Yeah.
if they're at the bottom of the mini-map, you're totally screwed.
It's so
Okay,
funny.
we're going to hop into the game. This is game one.
Start.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
it doesn't
I don't
show
know
up.
how they fix
The
that.
taskbar is
oh,
on my
you know
screen.
what? We have 2 things in the game, so he switched computers.
Triumphant Song Gaming.
It's funny though.
Solar.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I like those glasses on him.
Pixel 1. Parting.
Like those glasses that Solar has right now, and those ones look good on parting. No longer wearing my dad's glasses. Looks a lot younger now. Oh, look at this. He doesn't even have a forge. Now,
But, of course, one would expect parting to cannon rush. He's done it so many times before.
he's one of the best cannon rushers in the world, actually. There's actually, like, everyone thinks they can cannon rush. They can't.
Well, there's
There's,
truly
like, some cannon rushers that are really good.
yeah,
and
there's
really know
truly
what
an
they're
art to doing this.
Yeah.
I know that you'll experience it on the ladder and be like, I didn't know how to play the game. Well, you might be right. But there are people that absolutely can cannon rush like monsters, and parting's one of them.
Dude, well, Print F, you know the legend of Print F, right?
Of course.
My God. That guy. The fact that you can be that good and everyone knows what you're going to do, and
doesn't
it's a
matter.
cannon rush.
Some
crazy.
some support here for parting from San Francisco. Welcome to the studio, everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry about the broken screen, which is still totally broken.
Yeah, actually, it's broken over there, too. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Okay, I've been informed by production, everybody. The repair guy's on his way.
Who's the repair guy?
Yeah, I know.
He's just like a
Does
guy
he go
that
around
goes up and
fixing
fixes.
giant screens?
Yeah, I guess so.
He started out with very, very small screens fixing it.
By the way,
he said one day I'm going to be fixing the big screens, the huge ones.
I want you guys to think about this right now. We live in this wonderful country
Yes.
called South Korea where we break these giant LCD screens in a studio and instantly get a guy to come down to repair them.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys have the internet and you have to sit on hold for 6 hours with Comcast where they disconnect you once on purpose.
Yes.
And then you have to sit longer
Game
and then
paused.
talk to them about a week later getting someone to come to fix your internet.
That's right.
Move to Korea. It's great.
You ever had somebody? I had this whole thing when I was in high school. We had this internet provider. I think it was called Roadrunner. Did you have this in New
I
Hampshire?
had Roadrunner.
You had
I
Roadrunner. And occasionally they would just lag in online games. We'd tell them to come to the house.
Yeah.
And the Roadrunner guy would come, and he'd be like, he'd go into our basement. I don't know what he does. Basically nothing was the answer. He goes, no, it's fine. And I'm like, no, it's really not. There's lag in my games. He goes, no, there's not. I checked it. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Dude, my favorite thing, and this happened all the time because you'd have to call for support and they'd have to run you through this list of things that they would have where it's like they have to run you through the list before they can escalate you. And they always had this one, I want you to switch this ends of the Ethernet cord, what it's plugged into, from the wall to the modem. You have to switch that into the modem to
My
the
heart
computer.
rate just increased.
Yeah,
as you
and
said
so
that.
I did that one time, okay?
Yeah.
And figured out that this doesn't work. So the next time someone told me that, I lectured them. And they're like, well, you have to try it. So from then on, I'm like, okay, hold on 1 minute. And I'm like, okay, I did it. No, it didn't work.
Okay, we've addressed the issue in game. We're going to hop back into this.
His monitor's broken now, too.
I know. Suddenly, all over South Korea, monitors start to break. In the worst disaster film ever made.
This is where that would be an excellent supervillain. His name is Monitor. He just destroys everyone's monitors.
He has horns like a minotaur.
Or he could look like a monitor lizard, even.
Yeah, yeah.
He just destroys the screens.
It's like Krang, but in his stomach is a broken TV screen. He's constantly got static on it.
You get a new laptop and you open it up, and there's 17 dead pixels, but you need 18 dead pixels to get a new one. No!
So, we have an Immortal coming out here. It looks like partying is going to be harassing and or pushing. Well, with more gateways coming out here, definitely pushing.
No,
So,
this is
definitely.
quick, man.
Yeah.
And this is a very probe light push. My God, look at this. Getting Overlord speed. So this is so deadly from partying. And by the way, he is legendary for his Century Immortal pushes. There won't be that many
He
centuries
became
in
a
this.
world champion off of that.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
But he is going up to 8 gates immediately. And this is the type of thing that can actually punish Overlord speed. This is what a lot of Zergs were scared about when people were like, hey, go Overlord speed to stop Immortal pushes. Because the very quickest ones, that Overlord speed is actually a waste.
Yeah, it comes out. You basically hit
get
them
it, and you're
before
like,
the scout
oh, he
gets
already
there.
has 8 warp gates. And then you look down, your third hatchery's gone while you were looking at his base. All right, so this attack coming in, this is fast, this is furious. This game is going to be decided in moments here.
Okay. He's trying to back up. He just needs to buy time. He might be able to isolate these Lings and Queens from the third. The Lings come in. He baits out some force fields. He does trap one Queen. The other does get away.
Yeah, pretty good force fields overall there. Lots of power in this army. Only the single Immortal, of course. He's got to keep the pressure on. A lot of roaches being made right now, but he does have enough force fields that he can kind of fight for a bit.
Okay, he's trying to come in here. The drones are going to go ahead and hit from the other side, surrounding the Stalkers. Force fields come down. The Lings do go around. And Solar stretching back out, trying to buy time before another surround could come in here. The hatchery is at about 5% health.
Ooh, a little bit of mismarker right there from Parting. A little bit of a move command that didn't work out.
Seems like Parting's winning on both sides here.
Yeah, it seems that way. He's got the Zealots fighting drones over on the left and dealing a lot of damage to the Roaches and Queens on the right. Ooh, a bit of a missed force field.
Yeah, so this hatchery goes down. I have to assume that Parting's going to continue on with the rush here. There's no reason to go back. He's still so low on workers. In fact, Solar has more drones and Parting still. That's how severe this rush is.
Well, I mean, his army has actually gotten better during the push, and that is what means that you're probably going to end up winning the game.
Yeah.
You know, we see like a couple of Ravagers in here and everything, but the production now is lower for Solar. He's having a hard time. He's back behind his hatchery, which means force fields gain a ton of power.
Yeah, he's now basically pushed up the Zerg against a wall here. More damage is coming down. Drones are being pulled. Good dodge on the Corrosive Bile.
Yeah, really beautiful micro coming out of Parting, as to be expected from the former world champ.
GG, Parting takes game one.
Yeah, that was beautifully executed. You can really see the strength in his push there. Now that's an aggressive Protoss, folks.
Parting very happy with that first win. What's he going to have in store for Solar in game two? We kind of knew something like that would come from Parting. A cannon rush or a crazy push. Or I mean, he's very good at off-brand, off-style, not textbook play.
He's an aggressive player. His control, his management during crises and, deadly attacks and whatnot, that's where a lot of his power lies. His execution is just phenomenal, and we saw that there. He also does really great refining of aggressive build orders.
Yes,
his
he
aggressive build orders are
very well.
Yeah, very well.
And so we're going to go into Acropolis now for game number 2. Again, audience members in the studio. The repair guy is either on his way or he's here. The screen is sort of a little bit better.
Yeah, look at that.
So hopefully we'll have the big screen fixed soon. Again, it was all Artosis' fault. All right, let's go into the game.
Start. Triumphant Song Gaming, Solar. Pixel 1, Parting.
Okay, forward gate. Now remember, in game 1, Parting sent a probe out and sort of imitated the movement of a probe making a cannon rush.
Yeah.
Now, I do wonder if that means in one of these games here tonight, we're going to actually have a cannon rush later on.
Yes, we should.
See, this guy gets it, Parting micro.
Owns Infestors. If they can't make it to Infestors, that is certainly true.
That's true.
Here he
So
goes
again, the probe is coming back here. Look at me, I'm going to make cannons. Cannons are good. They don't cost supply. Not.
He's playing to his image a bit. I like it.
I guarantee you that one of these games is going to do it.
Yes.
Him and SOS have done this before.
Yeah.
Where they're sort of
You prime them.
showing the idea of a cannon rush.
This is exciting. I love watching Parting actually come back and be like getting into a monstrous form. It's very, very cool.
Coming over here, getting in the way of this third hatch. Now, keep in mind, there are so many different versions of really strong pushes that you can have here.
Sure.
So it's for the Zerg, it's not so much a matter of like, oh, do I know if he's going to push or not? It's what type of push is it going to be?
Yeah.
Different types of pushes require different types of reactions for the Zerg to stop them. Different unit comps, different techniques for trying to engage them. You know, is this a push where they're just going to have a whole bunch of Zealots and try to run you over, or is this one where they have a whole bunch of sentries and they're going to try to abuse space?
Yeah.
How many Immortals are going to be in that push if there are any? You know,
Well,
is there the option to try to pick up and then harass after the push? I mean, so many different factors here.
This looks like the same build so far from Parting. We'll see about that. I believe that we have a quicker Overlord speed coming out of Solar here. He's skipped Ling speed to get Overlord speed quicker, which kind of shows how much respect he has for Parting's early pushes. Now let's see if Parting's doing the same thing. If he pops a Sentry next, that the build order stays on point with what it was last game. There it is.
In a weird way, that's kind of a crazy mind game in of itself, right? In best of fives, you're supposed to be... I mean, the reason why we have them play so many games is that you have a chance to recover, and if you made a mistake, you could try to adapt to your opponent.
Yeah.
But in kind of... And I feel like Parting's one of the only players, maybe SOS, but Parting even more so, where he could just do the exact same thing again because that's the one build that the other player is going to discount. He's saying, all right, I lost that, now what? What if it's the same thing?
If you look back at his previous Immortal Sentry play...
This is not the same build, though.
Yeah, no, it
it's
is
a
very
forge.
different.
Yeah, sorry.
But if you
I
look
went on that
back
tangent, and then I looked at the screen, there's a forge. I'm like, sorry, never mind.
Yeah, no, well, he just started as the Overlord left, which is a great counter to fast Overlord speed. If you were planning something like that, as long as you've been making probes continually, there's nothing stopping you from throwing down a forge and getting a Twilight and going for a longer game. And then, you know, here they are, they're spending all this money kind of defensively that isn't going to help against something like a quick upgrade.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look back in time when Parting was like one of the absolute best players in the world, he did the Immortal push countless times and lost like one map with it or something. It was something, he was like 50-1 or 50-2. I don't remember exactly. I'm sure someone can figure that out. But the reason why he could just do it over and over is because he knew no one could stop it yet.
Right.
And as soon as he started to feel like someone was going to stop it, like it was losing a bit of its power, people were figuring it out a bit, he actually stopped doing it. He actually just rotated out himself. It's not like he went into some crazy losing streak with it.
Yeah,
he was just like, this is ending. It's time to
He didn't run it into the ground, which is smart. You know,
But-
sometimes people will get a build that's working and just keep doing it as everybody starts to map them out and solve it.
Yeah. He's very good at choosing his spots. There's no doubt about that. All right, the third Nexus coming up. It does have that +1 on the way. I really like how he's playing this game so far.
Yeah, me too.
It's a nice little bit of a mix-up. You see that right now, Solar is making a few extra units here. Don't think that there's any real attack timing for him or anything. We'll see if he goes for something like a Nidus. Oh, he goes melee. So, you know, there's a possibility, or maybe we could even see a Spire. That would be really cool, actually.
Okay, good pickup here.
Yeah, there it is.
And yeah, here we go. That Spire is coming down now.
I like it. You know, when you're playing against someone who's focusing so heavily on Robotech, obviously the Spire can be strong. Now, I'm getting chills. This is like very exciting because there's been a lot of evolution of the PvZ metagame lately. There's been a lot of Spire play with Roaches to open, like a Roach Ling, sometimes some Ravagers in there into the Spire with some Mutas to kind of force the tech. And then we've seen some people just going Blink immediately to try to blind counter the Mutas.
Sort of a weird attack timing here. He attacks as the Nexus finishes.
Yeah, and look, he's actually getting Blink as well, so that's exactly what I was just talking about there. That's awesome. Really cool metagaming going on.
He's actually boxed in an insane amount.
Yeah, beautiful force fields there from Parting.
And he can continue to press in here. This is timed out as the Spire is going to finish. So the Zerg was put in a tough spot, had to choose to make more Roaches or try to bank Larva to make more Mutas, and he decided instead to just make those Roaches.
Yeah, I think
which I think he had to do.
I believe so.
The fact that he's making Roaches and Protoss still is probably going to win this position is pretty insane.
This is some awesome play from Parting. Like, his force fields have been so on point. His attack is so sharp.
Dude, Solar is just getting bopped in the series so far.
And Solar is
Oh, he's
really
making
good.
a dance.
My God. Oh.
His units be flossing.
He's goofing.
They're out there flossing, Artosis.
Oh. That was awesome. Parting. He's got his own style, his own flair. No doubt about that. Okay, he's playing beautifully. Like, he's so sharp and so precise.
He's making Protoss look too good right now. If you had never seen StarCraft, you'd be like, well, the bugs can't win, right? I mean.
Yeah, where most people feel like it's the other way around right now, where you have to, like, get lucky and do, like, stats do 2 cannon rushes, right?
Yeah.
Here, Parting is just hitting the sharpest of attacks with great execution. It's amazing. I feel like I'm watching Zest in his absolute best form, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of a similar thing where the control is just so there, and he's got as many units as he can have, but this is Parting, man.
Can
Looking
Solar
good.
pull it together? I'm not sure. Solar has to win every game from here on out, or it's going to be Parting, the first player in Day 2 to move on to the round of 8.
Game start. Triumphant Song Gaming. Solar. Pixel 1. Parting.
So yeah, just to mention this, both Solar and Parting are not qualified for BlizzCon yet. They both are technically in the running. Parting is the lowest ranked player that has any chance of getting to BlizzCon, and the way that he has to get to BlizzCon is like everyone else failing that's above him, like not getting too far in the tournament.
Right.
Plus, he has to get at least second place. If he gets second place, he has to play Deer in a playoff match because they'll have the same amount of points, tied at 9th. And Classic's situation has to not work out. He has to not be going to BlizzCon. Like, all those things kind of have to go together.
Oh, on Day 2 of the honeymoon, welcome back. Good to have you guys down here.
Congrats. Again.
Audience members, I want you to know that the repair guy, hopefully soon, will be able to fix the screen. How do you fix a screen when it's broken like that? I don't even know how it breaks.
Well, Tasteless, if I knew that, why would I be casting with you? I'd be a screen fixer.
That's right. You'd be out there making the big bucks, saving esports tournaments all over Seoul. I wonder. That screen's really expensive too, man.
Probably. But screens aren't that expensive anymore, right?
Big
you
ones
can get
are.
like a big TV for like not. Well, actually, I went
Big
to an
ones
electronics store and I saw a TV.
Yeah.
And I like was so confused because it cost $100,000. It's like the biggest
What?
TV I've ever seen, and it was like curved and
Like
really
cook
beautiful.
you dinner? I mean, what is it?
No, I know. I don't even.
Yeah.
I had to read the number like 20 times. I'm like, wait, is that the number I think it is?
$100,000.
Yeah.
How big was it?
Like really big, Tasteless. Like I don't
okay,
know.
now-
What do you want me to say
Like
here?
the span of your arms?
Bigger
or-
than that. No, it was absolutely massive. It wouldn't even fit in my house, I don't think, but it was like the most expensive thing I've ever seen.
From Nashville. Welcome. When you get screens that are as big as the one in our studio, they get crazy expensive. I don't know if that's because
that's like a
they're
bunch of-
harder to make, or it's like, well, this is just bigger, so if you need something this big, you therefore have money. And
But it's not just one piece, it's a bunch of little things together.
way to ruin the magic, Artosis.
Yeah, Tasteless.
Why don't you tell me how the magician does all of his tricks, Artosis?
I would do
He
that
didn't really
too.
make the quarter disappear. It's actually in his other hand.
You know, my older brother used to really be into magic.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I realize now what a jerk I was, but I would figure out all of his tricks and tell everybody.
Wow, you were so bad.
I was so bad. I feel so bad now
Dude,
thinking back
I-
to it.
when I was
now
in-
that I have kids that are mean to each other sometimes, I'm like, damn, they got that from me.
Yeah. I was when I was in college before I dropped out to do this.
Mm-hmm.
This magician came to our school. We'd have like every other weekend there'd be like some event on campus,
Mm-hmm.
and this magician who came to our school, and this kid at my school was like a total douchebag. He the guy did a trick on stage. He was like the volunteer, and then the kid on stage was like, no, that's not actually. I saw you put it in your other hand. Like it was. I'm like, what are you doing, man? We're just trying to have a good time at this show. Like why?
Whoa.
Like, what does this guy do? He's like, actually, ladies and gentlemen, magic is not real.
Wow, you did
Thanks,
it.
man.
Does anyone know that wrestling is fake?
You guys know they're not really fighting like that. Nice. Good thing there's a
They already
genius
have
here.
it planned out.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy. Looks like you're the smartest guy in the room after all. By the way, this is going to be a crazy adept push.
Yeah. Glaive's push coming up right now. The Rochorn is about to finish, and Solar doesn't have too many workers, so he might be able to end up holding this if he goes right into Roach. See him throwing down a spine right now as well.
Okay, Glaive's about to finish here. Do you know how salty Solar's going to be if he loses to 3 pushes in a row?
Well, that's how he would end up losing. Might be quite a bit, especially considering, he obviously has to win this and then more matches to make it a BlizzCon.
One of the features about this rush is that the Adepts can try to outposition. You see he pulled some of that army back, and then because of that, he's able to kill what's popping out of the hatchery in that moment, minimizing the reinforcing army as it comes in here. Let's see if he tries to shade again. Okay, so the Zerg has to respect the shade. Looks like he's probably going to just go ahead and cancel it with another warp incoming here. Nope, never mind. He actually shades all the way over to the ramp.
Yeah, if they keep their units there, why not? Gets up on top of the ramp right now, sends another shade out. This is starting to go very well for parting, I would say, but hold on, the drones dancing around, trying to dodge. Shades back down on top of the Queens.
He shades over to where the other Adepts are, so that now he can reinforce this and probably squash the third base.
Yeah, and picking off Queens is gigantic during this if you can do it. Yeah, gets another Queen, shades back in. So few units here. Parting going for a speed run of the round of 16 right now.
Okay, he's going to try to get a few more drones. And again, he shades over here. In line with these Roaches. The Adept number is growing and growing and growing. Ling scrambling to come down here to try to help defend.
Now, he hasn't killed that many drones, so if this ends up not working, he could be in trouble. But the Dark Shrine is actually about to finish. I didn't even realize
I didn't even notice that. Good call.
Oh, what a smart move. If he can warp in just a handful of DTs. Yeah. No, there's no detection.
Oh, this is such a good rush.
There's 0 detection right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And just as the Adept rush is beginning to thin out, and Solar's probably thinking he's going to have some room to breathe here as these Adepts are cornered. Here they come now.
Oh, my God. Solar right now. I see the look on his face.
He's got one of those unhappy smiles on where he's like, okay, yeah, you did that. You know?
That is what he did. I mean, that's what a beautifully executed move right there to get those DTs out just as Solar was about to hold. Now he snipes the hatchery. That was his choice there. Now running around with some DTs, splitting them up a bit. I don't think he's going to get too much more done, though.
Well, he's going to try to hit this hatchery. He does kill the DT. He got the DT down there, right?
Is he going to lose the hatch? Like what? He just
Dude,
GG's.
GG, parting, speed running the GSL. Solar, the degree of salt right now.
He just smashed, man. Look at that. This guy's got so much style. If he somehow squeezes into BlizzCon from this such a disadvantaged position out of everyone here, that would be something else.
Well, feels bad, man.
And you know the thing about parting, if he were to make BlizzCon, he's like the only Korean player that hasn't had to do anything with Serral yet, so he doesn't know to be afraid.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah, think about that.
Wow, that was
someone
so
who's
quick.
not afraid of Serral.
Well, he's able to pull off these crazy strats despite his opponents knowing something's going to be coming. And I love that DT follow-up. So brilliant. Coming up next is going to be RagnaroK versus TY. We'll go to that after this short break.
Sometimes I dream about going back, keeping all the things I left behind. But now I know you can't change the past. Way too young to know the reason why. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back. And it all comes rushing back, rushing back.
so salty, I'll still take a bite.
Okay, we can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn for the night. When you're so salty, I'll still take a bite.
We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Okay.
Gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn for the night. When you're so salty,
You sure you can handle? Okay. We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle? We be faster than Django.
can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop.
전하, 물견도 참장하니 구명조끼는 벗으시지.
안 돼요! 무리해서 구명조끼 필수죠!
어허, 어느 안전이라고. 전하, 잠시 행차를 멈추겠사옵니다.
과정 근처에 세우면 안 되죠.
어허, 어느 안전이라고.
지켜야 할 안전이요.
지켜야 할 안전? 뒤에도 왜 왔느냐?
안전의 왕도는 실천이옵니다.
역사의 한 패를 장식한
어떤 카드를 던질까에 대해서 머릿속으로 진짜 고민이 많아질 수밖에 없는 상황이
차량 주고장 골든 트로피 주인공이 됩니다. 연전 연승자리로 매치에서는 지지 않는 포스를 뽐내고 있는데 이겼어! 자 이거잖아요!
에브리바디 째째 이미 서론 들릴 수를 입히겠어 바라봐야 돼 태양 걔 어떻게든 살아나라 포기하지 말자
(2019) GSL SuperTournament Season 2.
Where do you go?
Welcome back, everybody. We just wrapped up Parting versus Solar. Parting completely smashing there. I thought it was going to be a closer series. I thought Parting, maybe would pull off some of his crazy tricks,
Yeah.
but Solar would definitely win at least some of the games with solid straight-up play and maybe some of his own cheeses. But no, not at all. I mean, Parting just smashed there. That was one of the shortest best of fives in GSL history.
Yeah, he was so tight on those builds. They were so well executed.
So
I'm excited for next year, to be honest. It's just some of these players right now. In fact, this is one of them, RagnaroK. He's coming up strong. Parting's looking magnificent. Dream is looking amazing. Cure is starting to look really, really sick as well. Like, we have this set of pro gamers that's moving towards the top really quickly now to spice things up.
What about this match coming up here? I mean, RagnaroK's been improving a lot.
Yeah.
But TY, He's been casting a lot lately. He's
Yeah.
our new caster now that JYP is doing his compulsory military service.
Well,
I don't know what to expect out of this. I'm thinking TY is supposed to take this.
Well, TY is still top 2 Terran in the world for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, like him and Maru are at the very pinnacle of Terran, without any doubt. He's, again, in my opinion, the smartest pro gamer out there. He'll prep for a series amazingly well. He does everything very, very well.
He's very methodical.
Yeah, he's super good. But RagnaroK, that series he had against Maru, yeah, Maru won it. But Maru played some of the best games that he's ever played. Basically, it was really well played by Maru, and it was pretty darn close games. And there were things that it felt like wouldn't be that hard for RagnaroK to fix. So I look at this match, and TY is again one of the players I always say is going to win, but I feel like I'm leaning a little bit towards RagnaroK here.
You're crazy.
RagnaroK is
TY is gonna take
legit
this.
really, really good right now.
You're crazy.
So you're saying TY then?
I think TY. But I welcome
I
a
hope
RagnaroK
TY.
win.
I hope
That'd be pretty exciting. Game 1's ready. Let's do this.
Game start. Chivo, RagnaroK.
Now, full disclosure here, all right? Because, we're professional casters, so, we got to not be biased. But I will tell you something.
Splice, TY.
TY, this guy, he brought us energy drinks
Yes.
to work today. I have never given TY anything in my entire life. He came up here, said, this is for you guys.
I have
said,
given-
good luck casting. And I went, he's trying to bribe me into making him look good in casting. And you know what? It's worked.
Yeah. I've given him my unconditional love for years,
Yes.
so I deserved this energy drink. Thank you, TY.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So we have a proxy come in here. Now, this is just... Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I was going to
triple
say
barracks,
it's just
so-
out of vision of the Overlord, but he's suddenly turned.
This is some serious face proxy going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so he sees it. He only sees 2 of the racks, so, I mean, that can change slightly how you deal, but it's, he knows it is a serious thing right now.
I like that he has the third one kind of off to
Yeah.
the side, so it can actually allow for one of the Zerg player, to misread the situation.
Yeah.
These drones were not sent out in time here. And
Well, they're trying to get, even one SCV, because then it makes getting a bunker up way, way harder, right? So even if you're not preventing a barracks from being built, you're slowing it maybe a little bit.
but they can repair
And-
each other.
Yeah, but if you get one, they can't, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you kill one SCV with a drone, it's so good.
Okay.
But there's a third racks there, obviously, so it changes everything again.
Oh, almost gets a surround on that. The push continues. 8-lings are coming. A queen is still far away for how fast this rush is going to pick up. First bunker goes down.
Okay.
One spine crawler as well. Every little movement matters so much here.
Yeah, he's getting some lings out now as well. That's definitely going to help a lot. He hasn't lost much as far as drones go. I think that was his first drone, actually, that just went down. Some pretty good surrounding, to be honest.
Okay,
4 drones
he's
going
starting
down.
to do damage. The bunker is almost finished, but the Marines are far from getting into that. Just drones now.
Ooh, he actually gets the bunker
Oh.
to stop making. I don't believe there's any more SCVs up here, so the spine should just hold this.
He's going to try to loop around to the bottom here.
Yeah, spine plus
inches
queen,
forward.
though. I mean, that's... Oh, he actually does have one more SCV coming up, so
Oh,
that's
here we go.
a pretty big deal.
And the bunker does finish. He gets inside immediately. SCV backs up. Not taken out yet. He can still repair. He might try to send the queen over to shoot the SCV down from the
Yeah.
other side, but
You-
it's risky business.
You really do want that. Oh, my
TY's
God.
so fast. He's so good.
Yeah, beautiful move right there. Picks off the queen and will pick off the
I
spine
think the rush
as
has
well.
worked.
I can't believe
did it.
That last SCV, it looked like RagnaroK was going to hold, too. Now 10 Marines are out. Jeez, yeah, you're not stopping that.
Yeah. Yeah, he basically handled this perfectly. We're in the twilight of this game, Artosis. GG. TY takes game 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A win for casters everywhere.
Indeed.
Casters around the world unite.
by the way, just to throw this out there again, RagnaroK and TY both still in the running for BlizzCon.
Very important to point
Yeah,
out.
so obviously whoever loses is out. Like, for instance, Solar, he's not going to BlizzCon, guys.
Look at the sodium here.
Yeah.
Woo. This is the story of today. Manly cheeses. Again, I want to point out he had 2 Raxes that you could scout, but the third one was off to the side.
Yeah.
So the Zerg most likely misread what the type of rush it was. And having the third Rax is actually dramatically different than just having 2.
Yeah. It's definitely a much bigger commitment. All right, so TY leads 1-0. I don't think that is indicative of how the rest of the series is going to look. You're not going to pull out that proxy barracks that many times, I don't think. Wouldn't that be a mind game?
That would be surprising if he did that. But look, TY is looking strong. Again, when you do a cheese like that, you're right. It should not be representative of what the other games look like. We haven't seen these guys in a straight-up game. But keep in mind that TY is very solid in mid-game and late game. I mean, tactically, this is one of the best players of all time in RTS.
Yeah.
RagnaroK has been steadily improving, but so far, Zergs are not getting to show anything today.
No,
these
I guess you're
Zergs
right
are
so
incredible
far.
crash dummies, Zartosis.
Well, this is how it should look. If you're feeling like the later parts of the game Zerg is very strong in, then you should be attacking earlier.
And we've said that Zerg late game is looking really, really strong, so why not just not let Zerg get into late game? That's what we're seeing here.
That's a great idea, and that's what they're going for at the moment. I don't think that TY is going to do that again.
No, probably not.
I do want to see what other strategies he has prepared, though.
He might do another rush, though. We'll see.
What type of rush, though?
I'm not sure. I mean,
better not be this Hellbat garbage. I hate Hellbat rushes.
Because you just think they're bad, or
no, they're stupid, is what they are. You're just like, they're Hellbats now.
Those are the best kind of rushes where you're like, ah! And they don't have any time to react.
Yeah, it's just it's too obvious. It's too easy.
The worst ones are the ones where they morph the Hellbats way out of range of the fight, and then like the drones just run away, and you're like,
the Hellions in
you
the
know
main
that's actually how you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that one's always funny.
Yeah. Let me turn them into Hellbat. There's not even vision on them. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
World of Sleepers. What happened with StarCraft and map names? When did we lose our minds, everybody?
I like
when
weird
did
map
we
names.
lose it?
Listen, I know that you hate the Brood War map in the Way of an Eddy. I love that map.
Well,
name.
I hate the name of it. I don't hate the map.
No, I know, but I love the name of it.
I do hate the map Sparkle, though. But
do you know how I remember to scout in the right direction in Fighting Spirit?
Game
In the Way of an Expo is what I think about.
Oh, let's get some more hiccups on today. So far, our screen is broken. We've had 2 pauses in a game. Sound issue. Just get the sound repair guy. So do you think we're going to see when the guy comes to repair a big screen, does he like, is this one of these things where he has to like install something, or does he like actually like
It's probably messing
go
with the
back
cords
there?
in the back or something.
Yeah. He's like, did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? Yeah, we tried that. We tried that before the show went
Switch the
live.
ends of the power plug? Like, well, that doesn't do anything.
So this is our second sound issue. Remember when we started GSL and all the players would accidentally turn their own sound off because they were nervous and they were spamming keys?
Yes. That was so weird.
And then we have to go over and they go, no, you turned it off yourself.
Guys,
I'm so sorry. I'm really
don't you play
nervous.
this game all day, every day? Don't you know like how to toggle sound and music?
There's so much adrenaline going through them.
Yeah. So true. Do you think Disco Bloodbath is a good map name?
That's the greatest map name. I think all the maps should be like Disco Bloodbath 1,
I think
Disco
Triton
Bloodbath
is a good map name, right? Because that's just like the
Nope.
name of a moon, like an icy moon, and it looks like an icy
Is that
map.
a name of a moon?
Yeah.
When did we start getting bad at naming moons? Where did this all start from? Triton is
like
not
the
a good moon name.
1600s. It's one of Neptune's moons.
Did you know that Arcturus is also a star?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to think I was cool and smart. Never mind.
No. I would never think that.
TY's sitting there thinking, casters hate it. When this stuff happens, we got to fill
It's like,
time.
I hate when
He's
this
like, I'm so
happens.
glad I'm in the player spot right now. Not having
he
to
would
fill.
fill his own thing very well.
He would. Yeah, he'd do a very good job.
Yeah, they just give him a mic right now, and he can talk about what's going on.
Yeah. We should send him back upstairs. From Iceland.
Oh, sick.
I've always wanted to go to Iceland. When are they going to have an esports tournament they invite me to in Iceland?
I know. I would love to hit up
I've been
Iceland.
to Anaheim, California so many times now.
Yeah? Is that not good enough for you, Anaheim? Disneyland
not.
is there, Tasteless.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse is there.
Yeah.
But what about the Star Wars ride?
My brother went to Iceland for his honeymoon.
Nice. Did
Had
you like
so
it?
much fun.
That's
yeah.
where the Northern Lights are, right? Right, guys? Are they not there?
Is this a real question?
I actually thought the Northern Lights were in Iceland. Are they not? Where are they? Are they?
Okay, so the Northern Lights are just anywhere on Earth that's really far north.
So,
of the
so I
bending
was
of the
right.
magnetic
So they're in
poles.
Iceland, yeah.
Yeah, from
Apology
in Iceland you
accepted.
can
Technically,
see
I'm right.
the Northern Lights sometimes.
Because I heard people say, I'm going to go to Iceland, I'm going to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah. But what do you think the Northern Lights are that they would just be in Iceland?
I don't even, I mean, what it's just like really pretty, right? Like kind of colorful lights.
It is pretty, yeah. Okay.
Look at Artosis. He's like, everybody knows everything about the Northern Lights, Tasteless.
Oh my god, he's proxy raxing again.
Yes. Now, is he going to get a third one, though, or is it just two?
No, it's just two.
Are the Northern Lights on this map, too, Artosis? Oh, Tasteless. If they're far up enough, they are.
You know, there's Southern Lights as well.
Are there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know, Aurora
Now,
Borealis
watch this.
and Aurora
Watch how
Australis.
smart I am. They're not in Iceland. That's too far up. What do the Southern Lights,
true.
can you see them like in Peru?
No, not Peru. Maybe the bottom of Chile and in Antarctica and stuff. There's
Okay.
not as much land down there. Like
There's
maybe
not
the
much
bottom
going
of,
on at the bottom
I'm
of
not
there.
sure if the bottom of New Zealand or Australia can see them or not. I don't know.
Got to be able to see them in New Zealand. They're so far down.
They are far down.
Okay, he sees the SUVs.
Right now,
Look at
RagnaroK,
Ragnarok.
is just
Ragnarok
wanting-
is just thinking, this TY guy is unbelievable. It's an all-out war against Zerg today, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? TY is becoming a real caster now.
This is a true casting play.
because he's just cheesing.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't really.
He's
you know.
cast enough. He's like, I can't believe people can win with this. Why would I practice a macro game? Okay, canceled. Enough. Oh, body block on the bunker. Second bunker has started again. Trying to buy time. This bunker is fairly far from the hatchery.
Woo! Gotta be careful about that.
Okay, 10 lings are about to hatch.
Yeah, that's quite a few lings. All right, here he comes. He's coming for it. Good micro so far by RagnaroK.
Okay, he's backing up. He's going to try to get him to surround this. Really good surround here. But TY actually carves his way out with excellent targeting here. The drones, though, continuing to get a good surround here. 2 more Marines remaining. Now there's 2 Reapers coming, guys. Ooh. Which is going to change the dynamic of this rush. He's going to salvage the bunker. I think the bunker actually gets killed before it's salvaged, yeah.
But now with the Reapers, you know, he's got that great micro potential. No zergling speed or anything like that. Ooh, RagnaroK really on top of things, though. Trying to catch him right off the bat.
Great denial there. You know,
I love how he altered where he put his grenade.
He's going to send both back. Normally you scout with one.
Well, that just means he wants to go bio.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has this mapped out quite well.
Okay, so he's going to try to dive on these drones. Gets 1 pick off. Going to retreat. Let that Reaper heal up. 2 CCs coming now.
Oh, okay. Good follow-up. Of course, the Overlord sees everything.
And, you know, with the Reapers out on the map, it's really hard to have an opening for the Zerg to try to attack across here. So this is kind of a cool follow-up.
Yeah, I like the 2 Reapers. Like, he didn't overcommit to anything. Kind of forces a big reaction no matter what. So it seems that that is just part of his wall. I'm not sure that he's going to go bio with the 2 racks. A lot of lings being made. Serious amounts of lings. But can you ever break through that wall? Like, is he going to try to force a cancel on the command center or something?
We don't have a Baneling's Nest or anything like that either, so he's just going to get those.
Oh,
Wait,
of
what?
course, yeah. Well, he's going to mine through the minerals.
yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. You'd think that TY would have to know this
He'll
is a
probably go over
possibility,
to check
right?
in a second. When you see this many lings out, I think you
I
got to
think,
go.
yeah,
look.
that should telegraph the rush instantly. 1. And 1 more. Mining that out.
Wait, what?
What am I seeing here? The lings are going down now? Okay, well now he knows 100,000 billion %.
He's not gonna get it. It's weird that he's like mining 1 and going home with the drones, and then because he has a lot of lings, and now this is just kind of not.
Well, I think
Like
basically RagnaroK screwed up the.
Like, if he had made
play.
an extractor or something, that's a cool trick you can do to, you know, you erase the minerals in your hand by making your other drone mine the gas.
Yeah.
But
He ditched it. So
Yeah,
the thing is that Terran didn't have to do anything particularly dramatic in that moment.
You know what I feel like we just saw? Was he just did that off the top of his head and was like, oh.
I think you're probably right.
I think that's what just happened. Because that the amount of ways in which that doesn't make sense, bringing 2 drones. Huh. Okay, anyways.
So this is an empty medevac. But he's trying to get the Zerg to almost overreact. I mean, at this point in time, TY is aware he's actually in a very good position here.
Yeah, look at RagnaroK's drone count.
Wow, 20. Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Sitting at only 43 workers right now.
And now we've got a push coming out here. A push that's going to be pretty strong against Lings. And this might, if I'm seeing this correctly, this might get here right before Banelings can actually be started. So this could do a lot of damage.
Oh, looks like he's going mech behind all of this.
TY's build is so cool.
Look at me, Hellbats!
Hellbats, far away. He's coming in.
Hellbats, far away. Don't worry, we can walk. I hope you don't have Banelings. Oh no, Banelings!
Well, pretty good splitting though.
Yeah, no, really.
Excuse me, splitting here. Okay, and a Liberator over here. He does micro the Spore over here. That Liberator going to be taking more damage. The link count beginning to thin out. I don't know if Terran has much more to push with here. Again, he's switching into mech, so there's not much to back this up.
Banshee speed on the way, more factories as well. Does end up holding that, only losing 3 drones.
What? Okay, he's
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know what happened with that SUV.
I think he attack moved, but there was something there, like he attacked the SUV by accident. Anyways, Banshee speed, always fun.
Third base lands now. Things have gotten much quieter since that attack. Well, if he wasn't sure that the opponent was going to mech, that's the most obvious tell right there.
Well, wouldn't that be the mind game? You fly the barracks towards him, but you just make more in your main.
There's 4 more in his main just making right now. It's like, wow.
Come out with the most delayed, weakest bio push ever seen.
He's like, well, I'll kill this with whatever I have. It doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
So funny. It's really funny when you think of a strategy that doesn't make any sense in the game, but like the crappy theory behind it, you know?
Like, well, that's as tricky as you can get, but it's so tricky it's really terrible.
Yeah.
The amount that you've given up to be tricky is
the
insane.
parameters you're operating on, it's like, well, that's not actually how the game works, but
Whoa, you got all 4.
casters are so good at gaming. We're such good gamers, the casters, you know?
I love how all you and TY do is cheese. That's really cool.
Right, yeah. Well, you know, there's something about the 2 of us, man. I don't know what it is.
You 2 are special.
Now, Zerg does have a little bit of time before mech can really pick up momentum, but the Banshees are going to be a headache here, for sure.
Keep that pressure on. I think RagnaroK should be pretty strong against mech, just generally speaking. His mechanics are quite strong nowadays. And to be honest, I think, personally, I think that mech is actually very weak right now. Like, I like it in TVT, but the other 2 matchups, absolutely not a fan. I think it's always good to mix up strategies a bit, and sometimes a build like this can be quite nice if you've got an early lead or something like that. But yeah, it doesn't feel that good in the current meta, the current understanding of what's going on in the game, and it also gives your opponent some time. You know, when you mech, you don't have as much consistent pressure as a bio play.
Right. Swarm hosts are coming into play here, Artosis, and a Nidus network. So when we see this technique used by the Zerg, the Nidus is going to pop up somewhere on the exterior. You usually do this with 2 Niduses, by the way. You have the Swarm host pop out, you chuck the Locust in there, and then you escape back through the Nidus, and then pop out somewhere else with the other Nidus. And you're sort of whittling down the Terran player.
He will certainly be throwing up Niduses all over the place, no question there. Spire coming up, Baneling speed, Hive, just about everything. And that's kind of a byproduct of playing against mech, is you kind of can do everything because it's just takes the mech player a little bit to get an army that works well together.
Okay, the Banshees are going to come out here and try to harass It's very important the Zerg is already prepared before the Banshees get there because they do damage so quickly. And so
look
it
how
looks like he's going to be
preparing.
fine here. Yeah, these spores are going to finish like almost exactly on time.
Lots of spores. I love the triple spore plus the queens walking around. You know, you'll get up to a certain amount of Banshees where you certainly can pick off a spore, but this will slow him down at minimum and force a lot more Banshees
Now,
at max.
due to all the events that happened early on in this game, TY has outpaced RagnaroK. This push is going to start probably before RagnaroK would ideally want it to.
But he's got a very solid... Wait, did he cancel his Swarm hosts? He did. Huh.
Did
Yeah,
he?
that's interesting. Well, I don't see
him.
any Swarm
Yeah.
hosts, so he must have canceled them, which I'm actually a fan of, the fact that he canceled them. I think that that was going to be a little bit too slow. So really good choice there. That's a hard one to make, too.
Okay, these Ravagers are very bad against the Banshees. We have Baneling's Morphine. They're just out of range of this Terran army that is looking very intimidating.
This is so hard to engage. Look at that. 5 tanks in siege mode, a bunch of Hellbats there as well. The rest of the Hellbats actually attacking into this third base location. This is putting a lot of pressure on him to actually move in. All right, his Corruptor's going to come up and push those Banshees back for the time being.
I don't know if Zerg can engage this, man.
Yeah, it's
This
very
is
difficult.
pretty bad.
Well, the Hellbats are going a little bit deep right now, so
Yeah.
that's going to give him a bit more of an opportunity. He
So
can
many
clear those
siege tank
out.
shots. Okay, you know, if he didn't have the rest of the Hellbats up here with this, he does come through. It is just Ravagers, though. And even though Ravagers, you know, with the Corrosive Bile kind of hard counters the tanks, if it's just Ravagers, it's not enough. You need something up in the front to soak up damage.
Banshee's just running out of there as the Corruptors are dominating the skies right now.
The Terran overextended with this push. Does he actually want to keep going for this, or should he back up?
Yeah, he
and
should
regroup?
back up now.
I feel like whenever you see Terran, like, as the army thins out and they stay there, it usually means they're going to end up losing the fight in the long run. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely overextended here.
Mech needs a lot of units together to work well. It's like, it's the opposite of scaling. It only scales well. It's not good in small amounts.
Right, right. That's actually a good way to describe it. Yeah, you need it in mass for it to be effective at all.
Yeah. Now, TY is switching into battle cruisers, which is really neat to see. We don't have any infestors out as of yet, so their natural counter not here. 3 BCs at a time. Which I'm actually quite excited to see. We haven't seen too many macro BC games lately. As, you know, the BCs definitely can get punished. But I do think that BCs are theoretically the most cost-efficient thing that you can basically do.
Okay.
Every time a Cyclone locks onto a Ling, it's like, this
you might
unit
as
is
well,
so
right?
stupid.
Yeah, but you might as well.
A lot of times what you do is you have them on auto-lock on because it's just too much micro
Yeah.
to do it yourself, and then the Lings run up and they're quickest, so they get there first.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, I mean, it's going to take you 40 years to kill Zerg by killing Lings with lock-ons.
I like that poke, though, with the Cyclones and the Hellions. It gives the Terran enough time to muster up quite a bit of battle cruisers. All right.
Nice.
Moment of silence for that. And we have another Nidus network started here. So I think he wants to toy with the idea of finally getting the opportunity to harass the Terran here on this side of the map. Yamato's about to finish.
Yeah, these BCs are going to be really
Now,
exciting when they move
Zerg
out.
never scouted the BC tech, right?
No, he's seen a BC.
Oh, he did. He saw one. Okay, never mind. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm quite sure he saw at least one of the BCs because he ran something up there and the BC was just sitting there. It's not like he's trying to hide them very much. They're kind of on defensive duty right now. But we don't really see that much counterattack. So,
Okay,
I mean,
here we go.
possibly you're right about that then, right?
Yeah, well, it just seems like he's sort of not treating it like it's real. So this Nidus network is actually just barely not going to finish. Meanwhile, Terran's continuing to poke out. TY with really dramatic tech shifts over and over in this game, you know?
Yeah.
He went into a double racks rush, backed that into a 3 command center build, went for a push, and then switched into mech, has switched out of mech, and now is going into battle cruisers.
And he's making a lot of battle cruisers
It's
right now.
hard to transition more than this. Try 4 roaches on for size. Never mind. Oh, the best death scene.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Ooh. He fell off,
I want to
too.
see these BCs fight now. The infestors are starting to pop out, so he's got to be careful. Quite an interesting game, the way that this has gone. Hi, Tasteless. How you doing?
Hi, Artosis.
Yeah.
The push is going to come in here. And we're going to finally see these BCs fight. Here we go.
Yeah, getting those Yamatos ready right now.
All right,
Corruptors stay out of that range, though.
and the Banshees have drawn some of these Corruptors away. The Yamatos are going to come raining down. I think Zerg will probably lose his position over here.
Look at all the scans. He's really looking to see what is coming. He's got to be ready to jump. Things like Fungals can ruin this army.
Oh, my God. The Broodlords get obliterated. Nice Fungal, though. Catching
Yeah.
a decent amount. He manages to chain it into one more Fungal here. The Cyclones, though, are doing so much damage over here to these Corruptors.
Look at that. He actually jumps just to avoid a few hits onto those BCs. Jumping more BCs in now. The BC Flower coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, my
GG.
God.
TY takes game 2.
What a cool game. What a weird way to play. I love it.
Yeah, that was a hard game to get a handle on. I mean, TY was like, you know, this in like fighting games, there's characters that can change stances. You know, and then all their moves change.
Yeah.
TY like has 8 different stances if he's a
Yeah.
fighting game character.
Yeah.
He's like the hardest character to play. Again, double Rax Rush, doesn't kill him, goes into 3 CC, then goes into a timing attack with Hellbat, switches from that into heavy mech play with siege tanks, pushes, then switches back into mass BCs to close the game out.
Don't forget Speed Banshees. Speed Banshees
Thank you,
are
yes,
in there.
Speed Banshees.
Yeah, that was a lot of different parts.
All right, Disco Bloodbath with the hologram bear in the middle is going to be map number 3, Artosis.
Okay, let's see if RagnaroK can put up a fight. I thought that this was going to be actually a very nice, very close match, but so far, TY with his aggressive plays and superior strategies, I guess,
Yeah.
coming out on top.
Okay, the game is loaded up. Let's see if RagnaroK can stop TY or if TY is going to 3-0 just like Party did.
Chivo, RagnaroK. Splice, TY.
I'm already really enjoying this map, Artosis.
Disco Bloodbath?
Disco Bloodbath.
Oh, it's a cool
It's
map.
been fun. That is one of the best things about StarCraft is that we have a really healthy rotation of good maps. TY support here.
Honestly, Zerg scumbag race. Good sign. Good sign.
Yes.
High quality. Yeah. I mean, maps. It's amazing. I can't imagine just playing on only a few maps or, God forbid, one map forever.
Well, I mean, that's MOBAs, man. It's
know.
crazy. And people are like, they changed the items. I'm like, all right, calm down, buddy. They changed the items, Tasteless. You don't get it. I'm like, okay, calm down. Sit back down.
They changed
They changed it. They modified the stats of the change. I know.
Yeah.
Calm down. Okay.
It's
I'm not
enough to
ragging
get me
on your game.
excited.
I do appreciate a big, wide map set. It really allows us to really explore the game and explore issues like balance. You know, there was times where we had maps that were too big. We definitely, at the start, had maps that were too small where we're like,
yeah.
oh, Zerg actually can't stop these rushes. But this is also with both StarCraft 2, and it started with StarCraft 1. I mean, the fact that we can change maps then allows new strategies to be explored. It's so great.
Sometimes you get a map that's just a complete gem where you're seeing just beautiful games there all the time.
Yeah.
Really interesting, different strategies popping up.
And then other times we have maps that are pure, utter garbage. But you know, we
Yeah.
had to try, right?
Like truly bad maps. And the thing is, even the maps that are like terrible to play oftentimes give the most interesting and exciting games. A lot of our worst maps ever, like, what was the name of that terrible one where tanks couldn't even fit through the center? Why is my brain
wait,
not
in StarCraft 1?
No, in StarCraft 2.
Because there was a StarCraft 1. What was it called? 8? 15?
Oh no, that one was truly stupid. But no, the StarCraft 2 map where there, like every game on it was epic. I don't know why I can't think of it because I talked about this map like 2 weeks ago.
I'm terrible with map names in general.
I mean, some of the maps that truly are bad, like no one wants to play on give you such entertaining ones to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
I love watching games on bad maps.
Yeah. So TY has crushed RagnaroK so far in 2 very different ways. 3 racks all in, and then a very technical, thought-out late game in game 2.
Yeah, yeah. And right now, we have the Overlord speed coming up. Looks like a 2-on-1 coming out of TY. So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. As a caster, it is inspiring to see a fellow caster do well. You know what I mean, Artosis?
Truly tasteless. He's a pro gamer that has just started casting.
No, he's a caster now, okay? We'll go ask him after the show. We'll say I'm a caster now. And I'll go like this. I'll go, I'm also a caster TY.
Yeah.
Like that. Put my hand on his shoulder.
Glad that he's
I thought he was actually going to fall off quite a bit casting, to be honest. I thought he'd be pretty busy.
Give him time. I mean,
he's still got a shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just barely joined, so, you know, you have a lot of energy and keep playing, but if GSL gets in full swing next year, you know,
I want him to win GSL where he both casts and wins the tournament. He's the ultimate gamer at that point in time.
It's pretty good. Shine almost did it.
Yeah. What? That actually manages to live? Are you serious?
Well, not for long, but
it counts. It lived. It made it out.
It's a good move.
Well, this game we got TY going for kind of a old school bio push. Going to come out with the 2 medevacs and do a little bit of roaming, and then eventually build this up into what's going to look like a pretty good push.
Absolutely. A lot of lings have been made, so this should be held relatively easily. I'm not sure exactly his queen count right now. Yeah, it looks like he's going up to 5 or 6, so that is a very good number to be fighting against this. Starts his carapace as well. This is just kind of the way that people have always countered 2-on-1 for a very, very long time.
Okay. And he easily denies this. You're usually trying to look to get rid of creep tumors, but he thought he might as well try to see if he can't come in there if there's a vacant area over here. Going to get this Overlord out here, scan, and probably take out a creep tumor. My play-by-play.
It's falling apart.
It's falling apart.
The ling's just coming right up, ready to fight.
You feel like RagnaroK's just not playing as well as he was before?
No, I think he got cheesed twice.
You really think you can chalk, but I mean, that Ling counterattack he did in game 2.
Yeah, I think he tried to freestyle there, and he hadn't prepped for the map correctly for that particular thing. It just probably came to him. He's like, this can be good here because he's so low on units and his Reapers are over here. So, yeah, I think it was just a decision where he literally wasn't even aware that it wasn't going to work. I really think that's what it was.
Oh, he's trying to tear down these rocks.
Like,
these Marines are going to get here just in time.
Yeah,
if he can get rid of these rocks, he'll open this up so the Lings and Banes can get over here more easily.
Oh,
this is actually getting pretty hairy over here. Okay, the rocks are just barely going to go down.
Those rocks need more hit points.
I know. It was at like 1 HP forever there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he's opened this area up, but these Banelings don't have speed.
Oh, a wind drop going off.
Oh, my God. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, but that Siege Tank hit on those Banes.
Yeah, beautiful hit right there.
Some more Banes morphing here. Another scan. He's going to bring in some more of his infantry here to try to help out. +1 for Marines just finished here.
Losing quite a few queens right there. Some great micro from TY, keeping that pressure on.
Oh, he might be able to get the spare tank back here. A medevac might be able to pick that up, and it does.
Ooh.
Nicely done.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, the Baneling's actually coming in right now. Not getting the connections with the Marines. Great micro here from TY. Loses all the tanks, but he's got a lot of Marines left over.
RagnaroK with a little bit of miss micro there as well. Got on a tank and then ran away and then had to go back and actually kill it. Banelings are morphing, but the Marines are right on top. Oh, I don't know about this. These Lings are just barely not going to be able to cover for these Banes in time, and none of the Banes are going to be able to finish here.
Ooh, just one connects, and it's not good enough. This might be it.
TY. I think this is the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did it. Nice play, GG. Another 3-0. TY moves on to the round of 8.
Jeez. Well, that was fast and furious. I'm really surprised because both these first matches, I was like, oh, these are great. These are going to be close. These are like probably 5-game matches for real.
Well, it looks like all that casting finally paid off, Artosis.
Oh, my gosh. RagnaroK over here. I mean, that's it for him. Not going to BlizzCon. He still had a strong year overall, but this was his coming up year. Next year, that's the year where we get to see RagnaroK really perform, I think.
How shorter game so far today. Kind of weird. TY is so good, by the way. That control was just impeccable.
Yeah.
You know?
Beautifully executed.
We're going into a break. When we come back, Hero versus Dream, you don't want to miss it. We'll be right back here at the GSL.
is a burning man. It's all about positive energy. This woman said, stop step thing. Funky music. Listen.
Keep the funk in their music.
As long as you're music, we still don't wanna fight. As long as you're music, we still don't wanna try. As long as you're music, we still don't wanna fight. As long as you're music, music. Not one, but still I wanna try. Don't know for them, this is to them, I rise against the eye. Not one, but still I wanna vibe. Just fire burn the hypocrites and the parasites. Not one, but still I wanna try. I judge alone, I guide over right. Even though, not one, but still I wanna vibe. As long as there is music.
Keep the funk in their music.
long as there is music, me still a wanna try. As long as there is music, me still a wanna hide. As long as there is music, music.
전하, 물견도 찬장하니 구명조끼는 벗으시죠.
안 돼요. 몸에서 구명조끼 필수죠.
어허, 어느 안전이라고? 전하, 잠시 행차를 멈추겠사옵니다.
과정 근처에 세우면 안 되죠.
어허, 어느 안전이라고?
지켜야 할 안전이요.
지켜야 할 안전? 뒤에도 왜 왔느냐?
안전의 왕도는 실천이옵니다.
역사의 한 페이지를 장식한
어떤 카드를 던질까에 대해서 머릿속으로 진짜 고민이 많아질 수밖에 없는 상황이
사전 주고장 골든 트로피 주인공이 됩니다. 연전 연승 달리고 있는 맨체스터는 지지 않는 포스를 뽐내고 있는데 진짜 이걸 잡아요.
에브리바디 째째! 이미 서론 들릴 수를 입히겠어. 바라봐야 될 태양. 걔 어떻게든 살아나라. 포기하지 말자.
(2019) GSL SuperTournament Season 2.
Super Tournament is back. Bitches. Welcome. We are already halfway through today's games. What is it, like 6:20 or something? It's crazy how fast we are carrying through this.
It's going quick so far. I'm really surprised with the results. Makes me nervous about this next one because I thought this next one would be a good match as well.
Well, they've been good. They've just been fast.
Yeah, I guess.
And not close at all. Very one-sided. So Hero per stream here. Hero for a while was one of the scariest Pronasses out there, but he's fallen off a little bit.
Well, he's been coming back. Right now, he's poised to make it to BlizzCon. He's number 7 in the standings right now, or maybe stats passing with his win yesterday. I didn't check on that, but he's like most likely gonna make it, especially if he wins here tonight. He gets closer and closer to securing that spot. So he's definitely been coming back throughout the year. Also, he has looked better in each successive season, I would say.
Sure.
And also, I've been hearing that he is one of the best Prodosses right now against Zerg. Now, this is a PBT coming up, and we know that he can play a mean, aggressive PBT well at any point. So I'm not too worried about him, to be honest.
Hero has been an interesting story. This guy had the best timing attacks basically ever. Like, he would always do a timing attack, and then he would also always make it work.
His micro during those has always been
Perfect.
Unbelievably strong. Unbelievably good.
And I thought he was going to keep getting better and better, and it's kind of weird, and I don't know if you know, but I don't know the backstory of what happened, but he just seems to have fallen off, and I don't know if that's because, timing attacks inevitably get sorted out, I mean, you can't always be doing a timing attack. This is why Parting had to retire the Soul Train when he was doing that for a while. Is he knew, okay, eventually people are going to get a read on this, and or it's going to be balance fixed, because if you can't stop a timing attack, then there's something wrong in the game. Heroes stayed true to his style, but it doesn't seem to be as effective as it once was.
Well, there's been points in time where he's played really beautiful macro games as well.
Yeah,
sure. He has had kind of a funny story. In 2017, he looked like the best player in the world, and then just kind of fell off. Now he is coming back. He is looking pretty darn strong once again. I feel like he could make a run for it during this tournament, though. He's always good in Super Tournament. This is his type of format.
He seems to be more suited towards marathon tournaments and less suited towards, these like GSL Kodas, which takes months to complete. These month-long tournaments, it really rewards prep and research. You can come in here with a build order that is so fine-tuned and engineered to counter not just play style, but exploit features on the maps, take advantage of the meta. These marathon tournaments like Super Tournament, it's kind of a different case. It's almost like you're just getting a test on how you are as a player overall.
Kind of, yeah. And obviously, like, how many builds do you have? How quickly can you kind of think on...
Can you adapt
in the moment? And yeah. So I think that all that generally does pretty well for Protoss players. These guys have so many builders up their
Super
sleeves, so
Tournament
many
has had a
aggressive
lot of
ways.
successful Protoss players.
Yeah, and we've definitely seen that with Hero. I mean, he's probably the most successful Super Tournament player overall from the last few years.
Never forget the story. He would skateboard to the Super Tournament and win it. He was that cool.
Way too cool.
Way too cool. And then he won. He skateboarded home with a giant check.
Yeah. Use that as a
I can't
win
make
sale.
this stuff up, guys.
I don't know if he skateboarded
But I don't know
today.
if he skateboarded here today. Maybe that's why he's not doing as well.
Stop skateboarding?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to be cool in every way. You can't just be cool in some ways.
People that skateboard are cool, Artosis.
That is true.
You rollerbladed, right?
I did as a kid, yeah.
You did inline skating?
I don't anymore. I have a skateboard. It's so funny because just where I keep my skateboard in my room, everyone sees it when I'm streaming. They're like, can you do a kickflip? I get asked that more than anything. If I can do a kickflip.
I used to skateboard in college. I used to longboard
I can't do any
too,
tricks. I putter around. I ride it. It's like a bike or something for me.
I brought my skateboard to Seoul like right when I moved here, and immediately realized it is not a good form of transportation in a city like this.
In Seoul, no. Where I live, it's not as bad. It's not as much cobbly, bricky.
Yeah, all the
stuff.
sidewalks here are like, is that what it is? That kind of cobbly, bricky.
Well, cobblestone, you just can't do anything on. It's not good
Everywhere
for
I
wheels.
skate, my knees would be vibrating.
Yeah.
And then people don't move out of the way in this city. Like,
no, not too much. And there's a lot
everybody's
of people
relationship
too.
with space, things are more squished together. Yeah. And it's too hilly here. You know what I mean?
It's good going downhill, but...
Well, you say that until you start going really fast, and then you're like, well, this actually might be how I
goodbye,
die.
skateboard, as I jump off into the grass.
You go, ah! And you run up, and then you just watch it go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't skateboarded in a long time.
No. So
I don't think I could now, though. I'd be afraid. I'd get on it, and I just break my arm and be like, yeah.
I hadn't really
35.
skateboarded in a really super duper long time since I was like a little kid, like a teenager basically, right? And so I got my skateboard a while back, and I actually got wrist guards because I was like, I don't want to break my hands. I like to play StarCraft. And then after I skateboarded for like 2 hours, I was like, okay, I don't really need these. Like, I'm not going fast enough. I'm not doing tricks. If something starts going wrong, I just jump off it and run.
Can you like do any tricks at all?
No.
I was pretty bad. There was I could do like a few little things, but no, I never got that good. I was a total dilettante with it. I just wanted to be cool like Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to skateboard by girls, and they'd be like, wow, he's pretty cool like that.
You got a guitar strapped to your back.
Yeah,
you don't
I
know
have
how
this
to play
guitar
either.
that I don't know how to play.
Yeah, it's not even tuned correctly.
Yeah.
In fact, you think it's a guitar, it's a 5-string bass. It's like really embarrassing.
When you did inline skating, because with inline skating, it's like, how many tricks can you really do? It's like, well, I can go down 5 flights of stairs. Now, 6 stairs.
Oh, no,
7 stairs.
Man, it's actually, there is a lot you can do with inline skates, like different foot positions for grinds and stuff. There's all sorts of ramp tricks. Yeah.
Damn, you're so cool.
No, I used to be really into that in I guess like 6th through 8th grade until I broke my ankle. Basically, I was pretty into it and did, grinding and I wasn't good, but I could do stuff,
Well, I'm glad we had this downtime to really.
Yeah. Okay,
when
so
we were young.
It was good times. Okay, so Hero versus Dream. We talk a lot about Hero, but Dream, he's back from his military service. There was a lot of hype around him way back, like in 2012 or so. And it didn't really come to too much. He had a couple deep tournament runs. Now he's back, and he actually looks better than everyone who's come back, except maybe Parting. And honestly, like, for standard play, he looks much better than Parting. Parting has kind of his own flair, his own style, his own aggression.
Parting has this crazy style that he can actually just will it into the game and make it work.
Yeah. But Dream, legitimately, like, if you put him next to the other guys that have come back lately, like Bomber and DRG and Tage and all those, I would say this guy is way better than all of them at the moment. Way better.
I think that's a fair statement.
He looks very, very strong.
Oh my God, we have more music with whistles in it. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I tell you, the whistle has no place in music.
Yes, it does.
It does. Listen to that.
Literally, the first music was by birds, and that's whistling.
That's chirping, Artosis. Nice try.
Birds can whistle.
It's on. Triumphant Song Gaming. Hero.
So, by the way, sorry about the delay in starting this game. The game's been going so fast that Hero just just got here. He
didn't expect 2 3-0s.
Yeah, he didn't expect for two best of fives to end in under almost an hour.
He probably, as also a skateboard owner, looked at those matches as I did and thought, you know what, these are close, good matches, and I don't need to go too quickly.
Okay. Now, as we've mentioned before, Hero is just very known for doing timing attacks, for having some type of aggression. Usually it either kills the player or it cripples them, and then he kills them later on. But in the last year or so, he just hasn't had the success that he's had in the past.
Well, he's not the best Protoss in the world. No one really considers him top 3 even, I would say. So that definitely says something because he was within that for so long. But again, you know, apparently his PVZ is super strong right now. I'm not too worried about his PVT. Even if he's playing against someone that should beat him, the style he oftentimes busts out in this matchup can allow him to win matches against people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's very much like SOS in a lot of ways, where there can be quite a few Mon games, some very complex cheeses going on as well.
Well, what do you think about Dream's play in live tournaments like this? Because one thing that happens when we have somebody who's kind of one of the newer guys, I guess, by comparison, you know, these guys that are always overshadowed by the GSL Code S regulars. How do you feel about Dream's just kind of general performance on big stages like this?
So he did okay before, and he has a decent amount of experience from years ago. And this season he looked quite good, but not quite there yet. And I think that's probably... I feel like he's someone that could even potentially get to the finals of a GSL next year.
Yeah.
But he might not be there right yet. I'm not worried about his nerves, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here.
It's just he hasn't quite worked out all the kinks. You know, it's funny because this is really what StarCraft is when you're trying to learn, is like you play a game, assuming that you don't win. Okay, something went wrong. You go back, look at the replay, say, okay, that was the mistake. Now I make this adjustment. And you're just constantly doing that. And eventually, basically forever. But if you eventually get good enough at that, you'll have such a refined game you actually can win a tournament like GSL.
Yeah. And his TVP specifically right now is looking really good. Look at this, very fast 3 command centers. He's getting a tech lab there, so we'll see if he goes into Siege Tank or Cyclone.
And we have Blink coming here. Heroes liked using Blink in the past in this matchup.
Yeah. Will he go for an aggressive Blink play? I don't think so. I think he's going to take a third base.
So we've got the Cyclone coming out now here. Yeah, I mean, the Blink play absolutely can just be there to try to catch Medivacs, get Widow Mine, stuff like that while you try to expand.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of kite back anything that's coming at you, and it's just like a very good upgrade.
I mean, for both sides in this matchup, the harass play is a real threat. I mean, Terran could pick up an entire army with just a few Medivacs. What?
That was a mistake.
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, he's onto something.
Yeah.
He's onto something.
Well, it's probably good to change your hallucination hotkeys into stuff where you don't do that. Like, for instance, hallucination is C and Colossus would be C, so if you accidentally double tap, that
so you probably want to unbind Colossus from C.
That's the unit that you see most often. I believe Colossus is C on hallucination. I don't actually remember, but I changed mine around to try to make it very easy to always get the Phoenix.
Okay, now I know there's a bunker here.
Yeah, this actually did not scout anywhere near as much as he wanted.
Yeah.
So definitely a bit of a mistake from Hero.
But what we've now learned is that a Colossus hallucination will last exactly as long as it takes to get to their natural.
Yep.
We can take away that little bit of education here.
Yeah, that's important. Got to know that stuff. So third Nexus is coming up as expected.
Here comes the Forge. Everything is signaling that this is probably going to be a pretty modest kind of passive play here from Hero to start things off. He just wants to get that third base up and get an economy going here.
Now look at this. The third barracks is landing right now. He's getting stim and +1. He's got 3 commands. One thing that I've noticed from the games that I've watched of Dream is he'll oftentimes start with Marauders pretty early and continually make them. So he's a bit more Marauder heavy than a lot of Terran players. Another player that you can say that about a lot of the time is actually Maru.
Yeah.
While many Terrans prefer to have the Marines, they just kind of, their DPS is very good, and they hit flying units and stuff. Some Terrans do prefer a slightly more Marauder-heavy army, and Dream is one of those.
5 more gates coming down as the third base is really kicking in. Oh, no, it's not. He hasn't even sent probes there, excuse me. But 5 gates coming down, 6 now. And, yeah, I mean, we're not going to see much from either side for a little bit here.
Was stim and combat shields and +1 finish up. I would be surprised if Dream doesn't at least walk out, pressure maybe a little bit. Even just holding that center watchtower can be a reasonable play. As far as Hero goes, he's just getting everything that he needs, completing his set of buildings, right? Like powering up into the right amount of gateways, getting a prism out there, charge and armor. It's kind of the fundamentals of what he needs.
Okay. Yeah, he might as well try to push out a little bit here, see if he can't get anything done. It looks like the Stalkers with Blink could actually come around from the side and maybe do a little bit of damage over to this third base as the Terran's going to come out. He's got an Observer over there as well, right? He might even be able to blink into the main.
Yeah, look at this. He's actually hitting this third base right away. So it looks like he's going to go after SCVs, which is really not a bad idea. He gets 2 fresh mules, which is really nice. And when those Stalkers first walked up, Dream kept walking and then stimmed and turned around. So this is a big victory for Hero.
Yeah.
It's not a game-ending move or anything, but to do a little bit of damage to his economy and force your opponent to turn around, everything looks good for Hero there.
Looks like the, he's going to try to isolate this one Stalker over here. It does blink away. And Terran should absolutely not take this fight.
No, he has to get out of here right now. So far, Hero looking very, very strong. All right, deciding to actually kite against this.
Ooh, takes out one medevac.
I love the targeting of the medevacs there. Some nice micro here from Dream, though.
Oh, good scan there to take that Observer out.
Ooh, yeah, I do like that.
Psystorm is on the way here, too, as we're continuing to see Hero tech up.
But look at the timing of this EMP radius upgrade. It's lined up with Psystorm. That's one thing that Dream is amazing at. He spams out EMPs like they're Psystorms.
Okay, I like the Zealots coming in here, hitting the natural. And it looks like we're actually going to have a Warp Prism fly into the main, and Hero's going to be trying to pressure this third base. This is going to be a pretty crazy balancing act for Dream if he's going to survive this. It looks like he's actually losing on basically every front.
Yeah, it really does look that way. He doesn't have anything in his main base to actually deal with that Prism. Oh, boy.
All right. Did he just die? Well, I guess he might be able to hang on for a little bit longer, but no.
Yeah, he's technically not dead right now.
I didn't realize these were all SCVs here. I thought some of those were Marines for a second.
He will live, but, I mean, this is a lot of damage. Hero is just playing a very clean game right now.
There wasn't even much trading going on here. I mean, Protoss didn't have to give up anything in that.
Yeah.
19 SCVs have been killed. The War Prism is still alive, so the opportunity for a repeat of this is very real.
Yeah.
Storm's now done. This actually might be the moment Hero tries to push out.
Well, he definitely has a lot of options. I love that he has his 4th base going up, getting that +2 armor as well. If you look at the army supplies, if Dream's army supply was slightly up, we would call this game even right now.
Right.
That doesn't mean that the game is over again, right? But he's got to defend really well when Hero comes back. Really, really well. We don't really see any anti-Warp Prism in his main base. That's something I've noticed watching a lot of his TVPs, is he never really has anything up there to stop it.
Okay, he does end up denying this. Looks like the Warp Prism should be able to get away. Oh, hold on, there's actually a Cyclone there. He might be able to get it. But as that's happening, we see Hero is once again moving out, and he's going to try to come in here and crush the third. And these stray medevacs need to be very careful. He does not end up losing any there.
Oh, here coming those charged aughts. A couple force fields go down, not the best ones, to be honest.
He's going to back up and regroup.
Ooh, good EMP.
Great EMP there. And Hero's going to have to ditch this attempt. Meanwhile, though, a lot of these Zealots are coming here doing damage. He could get a really good storm off. Looks like he wasn't watching that Templar. These Widow Mines are just not quite where they need to be to actually help out.
And I think that this is
probably
getting pretty bad now. Yeah, it's like I think he holds once again technically, but like he's not gaining any ground, and Hero's doing a decent amount every time he attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Dream will leave though. His economy is still pretty much together. His production is all right. You know, he never actually started 2-2, so things are actually going to get even worse.
Yeah. I'm a little bit surprised that Hero doesn't get a killing blow off yet, but I mean, this is kind of brutal. Hero's basically coming in every time with these multi-pronged attacks. He's hitting all these different areas. SCVs are being killed in mass.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about this attack, though. Let's see.
No, I don't like this one.
I find this questionable.
Yeah, there's quite a few mines out here, actually, and
I guess it might still just be enough. Oh, yeah, my God, the storms are so good.
Yeah, those were good storms.
Oh, my God. Another big warp in here. Is this just barely enough to push him over the edge? I think it might be. It doesn't seem like Terran can actually keep control of this area.
Yeah. And look, this game, it looks and feels a bit one-sided. But to be honest, like just looking at the game overall, every time we see an engagement where Dream is like actually doing the engagement, it's going well for him overall, considering army sizes and all that. It's just a lot of things went wrong for him in this game. So even though this game was kind of one-sided and looked like Hero bashed him a little bit, you know, I'm not like losing complete faith in Dream after this game.
Yeah.
Just a few too many things just kind of went wrong.
This did just look like one player was better than the other, but maybe he could turn it around in the other games.
It looked like that, but if a few things don't go wrong at the beginning like they did for Dream, like those early things, which can be fixed, like that first Zealot thing in the main, right, where he kind of hit 3 places at once real quick.
Yeah.
You know, if something like that doesn't happen, I think what you see is an explosion in supply for Dream, and he's going to take really good engagements from there. So he's got to just kind of tighten up a little bit of his early defense, make sure that that first Prism doesn't do damage, or at least doesn't do much damage, and I think that we can actually have this switch around a little bit.
Artosis,
yeah.
Do you see what I see right now? It's the TV screen repair guy.
Oh, is that him?
That guy doesn't work. Yeah, look at him. He's going to save esports. The esports is beating heart.
He's a
TV
was doctor.
And he's going to get the paddles out and shock it back to life. Or we'll have to get a new screen, and it's going to cost the company a lot of money. One of those two things. All right, let's go into Game 2.
Game start. Triumphant Song Gaming, Hero. Brave Stars Gaming, Dream.
I can just see it now, backstage. He's saying this is the worst TV situation I've ever seen in my 15 years of TV repair.
His arms are covered in TV blood.
He's got tattoos of TVs all over his arms and stuff. He lives to fix large screens that are broken.
Large broken screens. It's just his passion.
It's what he does.
Don't judge.
Not all heroes wear capes, ladies and gentlemen.
Although he was wearing a cape.
He did wear a cape. That was weird. I didn't expect him to come in here with a cape on.
Yeah.
You know.
Capes don't go well with shorts. Have you ever noticed that?
Capes do not go
they
well
also
with shorts.
don't go well with baseball caps.
But you know what capes
like
do
a
go
baseball
well
cap
with?
and a cape, you're like, what are you doing?
Capes and gloves that go up to your elbows go really well together.
Oh, they go amazingly
They go
together.
amazingly well together, yes.
That's a yes, that's a do.
Look, already the TV's kind of changed a little bit. How does he fix it? I don't know. In case you guys don't know what we're talking about, our screen broke here, our big screen in the studio. That's why we haven't had these cool panning shots of the audience. It's broken. And so we have these little monitors rolled up in the front. in this ghetto.
Those are pretty
version of
big.
GSL. They're pretty big.
Those are big. Those are like, do you have a TV that big?
I have a TV. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tasteless with all his esports money? Absolutely, Artosis. I've made it. All sorts of consoles plugged into that, Artosis.
Yeah. You still
All
don't
sorts
own
of
a Nintendo
esports.
Switch, though.
I have one at my house, Artosis.
You have a Nintendo Switch now?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Good.
It's not mine, but I have one at my house right now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whose it is.
Like it's stolen.
Yeah. It's the way to do it. It's cheaper that way.
So, the big question is, can Dream recover from what happened in Game 1?
absolutely.
Because that was a pretty crushing defeat.
You see that?
Indeed.
That SCV was really close to dying there, Tasteless. But look, I'm feeling totally fine for Dream. Again, you know, a couple things don't go as badly. It's going to be all right.
Uh-oh, you're saying that, Artosis.
Yeah, I am saying that. And look how good his micro is. What is even Hero doing? He gets one SCV. He's going to lose a Zealot and an Adept to kill one SCV. Probably does that on the ladder all day. Kills 4 SCVs, forces a cancel on the command, kills 2 Marines. The bunker's on fire. Instead, he got 1 SCV, Tasteless.
Stargate Tech coming here, by the way, and we have Widow Mines coming out. Remember the era of GSL where it was just every once in a while a Widow Mine planted in the middle of the map would just kill the Oracle?
Oh, that meta was hilarious.
Yeah.
When Gumiho was like, this is the maximum distance I can walk it out.
Yeah,
Like, he would get it out there and would burrow, and a second later, the Oracle would fly over it.
Yeah, it was so funny.
And he was, like, randomizing where he was putting in bushes and stuff.
Yeah,
It was cool. I liked it. That was such a sick meta. It's like, yeah, they don't look at it till it gets close, and then they start looking at it when it's further away, so you have to keep getting it further away.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like stare at your Oracle the whole time if you want it to live.
Yeah.
And Classic one-ups everyone and keeps his Oracles at home.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Phoenixes. They're being banked. He hasn't shown them yet. And, yeah. I'm just hoping we're going to have not another 3-0.
It's not going to be a 3-0 Tasteless.
Promise me. I've been hurt before.
I promise you.
I'm damaged
telling
goods.
you that Dream is really, really good. And, I mean, you know, people that don't know what they're talking about will probably be like, oh, well, you're just wrecked me so much better. It's like, no, watch. Just watch.
He's going to get one more snipe. Nope. Jeez, Hero. Harass much? Is this even good? Is this worth it? I think he's losing a lot of adepts in this process.
He is. He's losing quite a few units. Now, if he wanted to take a third base quickly, then it probably isn't worth it. If he's actually sitting here, like if he's going to go Colossus off that Robo before a third, then I think it's all right.
By the way, Trap just got here. This day's been going so fast. I can imagine every pro gamer who's been playing today has been watching on the phone, being like, I got to get to the studio now. I'm going to miss my match.
Yeah, really.
Because the first half of today's games are so short.
Have you seen Classic yet? Is he here? Oh, yeah, he's already here practicing.
Oh, I didn't see him come in.
He was probably the first one here.
Yeah. He probably got here before the show started.
He left an apple on my casting desk.
Did he? He's such a good student.
Yeah.
Until you bite into it and you find out there's a worm in there and a DT.
Couldn't see the DT.
Why are my gums
but
bleeding?
It felt like 45 damage.
Lots of Phoenixes being made.
Yeah, this is cool. So it looks like Phoenix Colossus, like an old school style coming up here.
Phoenix Artosis, watch your mouth. There could be children watching this.
What did I say?
He said Phoenix.
Phoenix Colossus. Oh my god.
So behind this, we're getting really good Robotech, as well as a lot of Phoenixes getting masked up. I don't know why I can't talk now.
Yeah, it's second Immortal. Or is that his first one?
Good spot here with the Observer. He sees that there's a push coming out.
Yeah, the first Colossus is not out yet, so this could be scary.
Wait, where'd the Observer go? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh my god, look how
He's
many
gonna try to
Phoenixes.
Oh, don't do this. Marines are good.
Look at this. Dream just kind of waited for a critical mass where the Phoenixes have a much harder time.
He's being pretty cavalier with that
Oh my
Observer,
god,
by the
he's
way.
just going to go harass? He's mad.
He's angry, Artosis. Well, this is going to kill so many workers.
Yeah, it is, but does he have enough at home to defend well? Well, I guess his Colossus is about to pop out.
Yeah. He's got an Immortal, he's got a Colossus. I
But
think
he's got very...
He needs a good force
gosh.
field. Oh, no, he doesn't. Never mind.
Oh,
I overstepped the line as a caster there. And I apologize.
Oh. Oh, get in there!
Oh, Phoenixes!
No! Okay, pretty decent save considering. It's good recall. Yeah.
Dream is getting owned, dude.
Well,
This is pretty bad. Look at this.
so far it's not
This
good.
is pretty brutal, man.
It's uncomfortable right
You
now.
lied to me, Artosis.
Maybe I did.
You promised me it was going to be close.
Ouch. Ouch.
My God.
Yeah, the Phoenixes have done a lot.
Normally, guys, when you see the Phoenixes fly in the base, it really is a question of, okay, but can he actually defend it as well?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's going to get workers, but what if this big attack just actually pushes in and kills everything the Protoss has? Not this time. Oh, you're so crazy.
And we continue that harassment, getting so much value out of these Phoenixes. Yeah, this is becoming pretty difficult. Third command center on the way, as well as that third Nexus.
Wow, that SCV got lucky.
Pulled that thing right away.
Yeah. I mean, you already don't want to be that SCV in this game. All the SCVs, one of them has to build that command center. You're saying, but Heroes Phoenixes are out there. They're killing everything.
They're everywhere.
Get out there and make the CC. But I've got a mineral in my hand. No.
And then you see in the distance the Phoenixes kill all the SCVs in the natural.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I used to be. And then a Zealot comes up and kills you.
Yeah.
You feel thankful just for a moment
Just
until the
for-
Zealot
yeah.
ends you.
Yeah. Okay, we're still waiting for that third base to finally get set up.
I don't know about that. move out.
Heroes, you mean this one that's happening right now for Terran?
Well, yeah, the one that he has where it's like a group in the middle of the map. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing here.
Well, he's just keeping the army back. Let's see if this medevac drop can do anything. Is there anything to defend over there? Well,
I would say so.
yeah.
Okay, second starport's coming up, and he is making Vikings. So this is actually, this can be a possible comeback opportunity. Where if you actually mass the correct number of Vikings, you can kill the Phoenixes and the Colossus. Now, if you don't have enough, it's like the worst thing in the whole world, but if you have enough, you can actually massacre a huge chunk of their army, and then suddenly they have like these kind of not that well upgraded ground units that are supporting.
Yeah.
And then no real splash, and the Phoenixes obviously are gone.
Hero is slowly pulling ahead here with a lead in this army supply.
Yeah, but it's not undoable yet for Dream.
Is he going to push? I guess so.
Hero?
Yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
I guess that's what he's
Look how
doing.
many force fields he has. I think you definitely push when you have this many sentries. The sentries don't actually scale that well, so you want to get
Yeah.
in there and mix it up. Especially as ghosts come out. Especially when it's Dream, because he's just
Colossus
on,
on the
ghosts.
dance floor.
Colossus dances are great.
Can he actually hold this off? Again, Hero's got probably some of the best micro ever in StarCraft 2. He's
quite
so good.
Okay, sees him coming.
Now,
does
does he
have this
force
high
field
ground.
this off and just dive in the natural? That's also an option.
Yeah, it is. That's a good point.
Okay, the force fields come down. There's a lot of Vikings over here. Colossi are being hit from behind.
Yeah, I
can't
think
quite
he
see
hasn't
under
killed
the
the Colossus
Vikings, but-
quite quickly enough, but he's actually got a flank of Marines here, so I think
Yeah,
he's
well,
going to
it's-
end up, like, maybe living.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't see under the Vikings, but I guess there are a decent number of Marines here. I think maybe he's not really microing the, after we just said he's got some of the best micro in the business, he didn't really use the Warp Prism as much as I think he could have there. Yeah, I think Hero just barely does it. He kills him.
Yeah, maybe kills a lot of SCVs there, but there's actually still a reasonable amount.
So he's forced to lift up here. There is just enough to cover the Warp Prism to allow it to advance over here into the natural.
Yeah, just enough. That Viking really trying to do his best. Actually gets the Phoenix. Good on him. What a nice Viking. Some good EMPs going down.
Okay, is Dream just going to barely not die here? I feel like...
That's what he does.
Yeah. Ghosts for the win here. So let's just watch this guy very slowly die, Artosis.
Yeah.
He's just barely hanging on. I don't think there's any way he can come back from this, but...
It's definitely a long climb back up. He's lost so many workers at this point.
Yeah, 35 already down. It's 55 probes
To be
in the
fair,
game here for
to be fair,
Protoss.
though, Hero doesn't have a whole lot. He has one upgrade, right? He's like making disruptors,
Right.
and that's it. He only has charge. I guess Blink is gonna be done, but
Yeah.
it's not like he did a lot to prepare himself for the later part of the game. He never took a fourth or anything like that.
Oh, this disruptor's pretty scary though, Artosis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it though, Tasteless?
guys, I'm turning in my caster badge. Sorry. That was one call that was just too bad. I thought that disruptor was going to do something, and it just got sniped.
Drops his mules there during the battle. I love it. He's ballsy. Nice EMP.
Okay, here comes another disruptor.
Ooh, nice pickup.
This is like the 100 Years' War. Look at this.
Yeah.
This fight just keeps going, man. Another disruptor shot should be ready. But you know what happened last time I said that, Artosis?
Yeah, just gets targeted right down,
Yeah.
no problem.
Oh, he's got a pickup.
Ooh, another nice pickup.
Every time he does these pickups, though, it allows Protoss to do a lot more damage here. This CC is halfway to dead. You like that, Artosis?
Yeah, halfway to dead.
Halfway
I
to
really
dead.
do. That sounds like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Halfway to dead, yeah. Oh. He shoots out another disruptor.
All right, decent split there as well. And look at this, with his Marauders, he's going to get actually quite a few units here.
I should have recalled this. Instead, he's able to be pursued. Can he get the Colossus? That always lags behind just a little bit.
You know, I mean, the Hero got in there early and did some really significant damage, got a lot of SCVs and everything, but you can see that when Dream actually fights, he does such a good job. His battle micro is really, really strong.
Yeah,
his EMPs are on point.
He's very tenacious, but also I feel like Hero's micro's been a little bit off here. Like in that fight, I don't think I saw him pick an Immortal up into a War Prism once. It was just like there.
Well, he's not fighting roaches, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of moments where the Immortals getting targeted there. Oh! This counterattack does not appear to be enough. With double Colossi, the splash damage is really scary for an infantry army, even with somebody who has a lot of Marauders.
The Marines just got shredded there very quickly. Look at this, even
Oh
the
my God.
hallucinated Phoenix getting in on it.
Let me at him. I can't believe we're still in this game, guys. We just watched a fight that took minutes.
Yeah, yeah. But, you know, Hero didn't really get himself ready for the next portion of the game. He still doesn't have a fourth base mining. You know, he never got a second forge. He never added Psystorm. He's just, this has been a very aggressive build for him. He cut a lot of things to be able to do that much damage to Dream. So Dream knows that he can kind of stay in the game and still have a fighting chance.
So this CC that's being hit was floated from the main.
Look at that nice spread he has right now.
Yeah, actually
That's
the
a
CC
really
kind
nice
of gets
spread.
in the way of this fight too.
Does,
Just kind of
yeah.
floating over here like this.
True.
Ooh. Oh, he's going to be able to snipe the War Prism.
Good
Does
snipe.
Hero commit?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to. There's a good spread, but I think it's too many Protoss units at this point. The
Yeah.
Archons are going to really be hard to deal with as well.
Yeah, the splash damage is just so strong here.
He didn't have enough Vikings to do anything much more than kill the War Prism as well.
Wow. All right, so I think this actually is the beginning of the end here.
Yeah.
He massacred all the SCVs. 23 were killed just in that corner over there.
His
He
fourth
takes the
base finishing
CC out.
too.
Yeah. I think he can just push in here, right?
Yeah, there's nothing left. He's like scaring him back with EMPs. He's basically just like puffing up his jacket against a bear. And that's all he's got left.
The bear's there, it's hungry, and he's going to stand with his hands above his head.
Yeah. He's like, I'm bigger than you, bear.
I read this in a book somewhere, and then the bear eats him.
Yeah. At least he's being brave about it. If he wins this, though, he's going to be the guy that battled the shark that ate his hand and got his hand back.
Oh, yeah. We are actually still in this game. He went back home.
Yeah, Dream doesn't want to give up. He's only down 100 supply.
Yeah, why? Why would he stop now? I mean, speaking of bears.
I mean, 100 supply isn't that much when you think about the fact that the Earth is 6 billion years old.
So we have a counterattack. I promise you this will not work. Watch.
Wait, let's see.
You don't know for sure, tasteless. GG, Hero wins.
Wait, who GG'd? Was it Hero or
I think it was Dream. Wait, go back. Resume for replay.
Okay. So Hero takes game number 2. This can't be a day
Artosis
of
has
3-0s.
been breaking my heart. Guys, listen. And the TV guy's here, and the TV's still not fixed?
Listen, your mom warned you about me, okay?
I've been hurt before by other casters. But
Like,
I
don't
think
worry, Taste.
It's a form of...
There's a lot of close matches tonight. He's like, oh, really? That's great. I'm going to have fun.
I like long dramatic games, especially in Super Tournament. So our monitors, it's like halfway fixed. Look.
No, it's the same as when we walked in.
No, it's not, Artosis. Do you even pay attention? Look, that's what it's supposed to be like in the background before it was all jumbled. But there's still the black stuff on the screen.
You have no idea what you're talking about. This is exactly how it looked like before.
It's gotten a little bit better. What if we're not able to fix it before the games end? You ever seen the movie Speed? That's happening right now with a monitor in an esports tournament.
Triumphant Song Gaming, Hero.
We need, like, the greatest courtroom stenographer up there right now, painting the picture of what's happening in the games as quickly as possible.
Brave Stars Gaming, Dream.
I like this idea. You know, our monitor's broken. We're trying to get it fixed here in the studio. But he has to do it before the games end. It's the ultimate challenge for this
He's
TV
hoping
repair
there's
guy.
going to be at least 1-3-2.
He's sitting there sweating. I know what it's like to repair TVs, guys. He's sitting there thinking, do I cut the red wire or the green wire?
He looks up. Production tab has a dark shine. He's like, uh-oh.
Oh, God.
This is going to end quickly one way or the other.
Well, can Dream come back, Artosis? Or is it going to be another 3-0?
I don't think you can come back 3-0 from here.
I'll tell you something.
If he wins a game, I'm not going to be surprised. It's just Hero is hitting him early and hard with some very nice builds. You know, like that last game, he put a lot into it. He had a lot of Phoenixes. He did that nice counter harassment, but had the Colossus out in time. That's a build we don't really see. So Dream's counterattack, I don't fully blame him, because if you try to turn around and go home, he's still getting a ton of damage to the Phoenixes, so you may as well go.
Yeah.
But then he barely holds you right off with the Colossus being there. Recalls the Phoenixes. It was like very well done by Hero, right? So he did a ton of damage with that, and then did the follow-up attack that did even more damage, but then actually had a hard time finishing him. Because again, if we see actual engagements occur where Dream hasn't taken a buttload of damage, then he does really well. I think he can kind of out-control Hero, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Hero's control has actually been a little bit lackluster in this
mechanically,
too, so.
Dream is really strong as well. Like, he's on top of his macro management. It's just he's not defending everything perfectly early on in the game. That's the issue that we're seeing. And if there can be a game where he doesn't take that early damage, which absolutely, like maybe Hero even wants to play a macro game or something now, right? Maybe he wants to go 3 bases right away. Then that's a situation where I think that Dream gives him a real run for his money.
Hopefully we'll get that. It's going to be double CC play here. He's definitely invested into the late game.
Well, this is a map where we see quick 3 bases with Blink a lot.
Right, right. Well, this is also a map that everybody wants to get 3 bases on pretty quickly, too.
It's true.
The thing is, I don't feel like Hero's... What he's doing is working, you know? Dream's clearly got good control. He's clearly knows how to fight back, but I almost feel like there might be something he's doing wrong in his openings or something. Hero just seems to be able to come in there and kind of dominate, you know? Like in the last, game 1. It's like he just sent the Zealots in there. He attacked the third, warped it in the main, and Dream kind of sort of held it off, but lost a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. All these games are
he's taking the damage early.
Yeah, he just eats a lot of damage when he has these fights.
And it's hard. A lot of Terrans take damage early on. You know, I guess let's take a look at what builds we're seeing here. Dream, fast 3rd CC. I think he has extra racks now, so he's playing semi-greedily, which makes sense on the map for sure.
Little scout here with a hallucinated Phoenix.
Actually doesn't see the 3rd command.
Yeah, that's actually kind of unfortunate. Didn't really see much of anything with
No,
that.
he didn't even get behind the minerals, and that could be a place where anything is.
Yeah, it's one of the best spots to hide tech. You know, it's so far in there.
There could be 3 armories back there. He doesn't know.
Yeah, maybe 4. Who knows?
Yeah, that's a lot of upgrades.
Yeah. Okay, Forge coming down now. Yep, we're basically going to go into a long PBT here.
Yeah. And I'm excited now because there's nothing that Hero has that can realistically do damage or any significant damage, right? So
yeah,
this is a game where I feel like Dream is going to be able to get what he wants. He's seen the 3rd Nexus, so he's going to know that he can land his 3rd relatively quickly. So now we get to see him kind of enter the realm that he wants to be in. And the thing is, this is why I think Dream has so much potential. When he's got such strong macro and such strong micro and like battle control, the way that he sizes up battles very quickly and decides what to do, these little defensive things are things you'll learn. Like, no matter what, you just keep playing.
Yeah.
And you learn them, and you're like, yeah, right about now, normally this comes in, I need like something in position for it, or whatever, right? And as those things get fixed, the harder things to learn is like, can you size up the battle and micro perfectly against it? That's like, well, there's some element of talent, hard work, skill there, right?
Right.
Whereas this other stuff is just like, okay, you know, 6 more months of play and he's going to be pretty rock solid.
Yeah. Battles are tricky in StarCraft 2 because they happen so fast. You know, you have to have so much experience. Glance at an army, instantly know what you got to do. And with Protoss, we cast every possible spell in the right order. You know what I mean?
All right, so he made a Void Ray. I think that was actually maybe on purpose this time. Maybe because it has a little bit more health, it'll help him like blink in or something. Stay alive a little bit longer.
Yeah, here comes that advance. Now, he can't go up this way for sure. Stim 10 seconds out as well.
Wow, sick. Maybe it wasn't on purpose. Did you hear Flux Veins is coming back? Void Ray speed.
So cool. Void Rays can kind of had a funny spot in StarCraft 2 history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the odd unit.
Yeah.
It occasionally has a moment where it can be used, but it's out of everything else that Protoss has, it's sort of
It's kind of the worst unit.
Yeah. It's had periods though. Oh, he's going to try to advance forward a little bit further here.
Good force fields there though. I like that little battle. No.
Whoa, you're crazy, Hero. And then Dream runs away.
Oh, when you're doing something like that, you must have a reason, right? Ooh!
That was really cool. Nicely done. So this attack is completely shut down. We'll get at least 3 Zealots back there. Is he going to actually attack in here?
No. That is not an attackable place right now.
I'm surprised after he just used a recoil, he's going to try to run forward like that. The 4th base is being taken. He actually might just want his army just down there at the bottom of the ramp so he could try to take a fight.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like he needs to go home, though, because that army is going to be outstrengthed by Dream's army, like, very quickly.
Yeah, Dream's army is looking pretty scary here.
Yeah,
oh, my God, these stalkers.
His army is definitely better right now. All right, those stalkers have to go back the other way. Oops. That 4th base. I don't think you're holding that 4th base, Hero. No siree.
Yeah, this is going to be... What? Dream's going to back up now? Huh.
No, I don't think he's actually going to back up. I think he's just trying to deal with this prism.
Hero's going to actually just attack into this Artosis. Force field, there it is. He gets that wall off. Backing up. It looks like Hero wants to take this fight. He does not want to go up this 4th base. He's just going to reload some more Zealots down here on the low ground. Keep in mind, there's always an option for Dream. Oh, excuse me. Should have eaten pizza on that commercial break. I'm getting all this acid reflux while I'm trying to cast this game. Like, oh, I need a Tums or something.
That's funny because the picture of you eating pizza just resurfaced on Reddit like a week ago.
Oh, really? Yeah. He does have the option to try to pick up all these units and try to go somewhere else because it appears that Hero is not going to give up this 4th base spot.
I think that he can push it though. If he brings this ghost down, this does look at that army. That is such a basic army. It's just gateway units. There's no actual splash in there. So if he just brings, well, there's the splash getting ready. But yeah, if he brings some EMPers up there, some ghosty boys, I think he can fight against this.
Let's see. Protoss is actually going to move out again here.
You don't want to fight that. You do not know. Oh, that's even more Zealots coming in now. Okay, he's a burrow.
He's coming in now. Great. Oh, hold on. Warp Prisms over almost flew into the Marines there. Looks like he might do another warp in round here. The infantry is being kited and spread out. Excuse me.
Oh
I think it's going to be the same story, Artosis, as every other game we've got here. I mean, it's just
maybe
Hero just makes stuff and then he attacks into Dream and Dream dies. Not right away though. Not so fast.
Well, he's going to live
He'll
for
watch.
a
He'll
lot
drive him out,
longer, Tasteless.
and then Hero will attack in maybe 2 more times, and then this game will end.
Now, hold on. Like, I hear you, and I see it happening, what you're saying, but if Dream can hold a little bit longer, I think he can still fight back into this game. Because if you look at it, his worker count is actually very high. It's very good. He had to cancel his 4th. That does suck. But he's got good production going.
That's not a good time.
That is not good. He really needed that 4th CC, but you know what? Maybe he'll float his main. Maybe he'll just restart it very quickly here.
We go, Dream, how you doing, buddy? You having a good time? You having fun? He looks at us and goes, with a frowny face.
Yeah.
Lost my 3rd base. Oh, buddy, that's no fun.
No, it's not. All right, some
Here we go.
ridiculously good EMPs.
Now, as I called it there, that's the 2nd attack that's come in. Get ready for number 3, all right?
Well, he's probably just going to attack for the
If
rest
any
of
of you
the game,
guys need your tarot cards read after the show, I'll be here, okay? Just let me know.
That's a lot of Zealots, man.
Now, does he hold this off?
Well, he will live
Well,
again.
because I said it's going to be the 3rd attack that's going to kill him.
So that one counts as the 2nd attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It depends. It depends on
3rd
how
attack's not going to kill him, buddy.
Look, I'm from the future. Okay. I chose to use my time traveling to not go back and change history, but to come here and make this cast better.
I'm like, okay, so listen. Yeah, the cast is a little bit better, but
Yeah.
there's so many other things in history that you could have made a bigger impact on Tasteless. This was a bad choice.
I don't know, man. I think I'm doing the right thing.
As long as you're happy,
Now,
I guess.
here's the 3rd attack. Now, ooh, nice storms. Guys, listen.
Tasteless, are you the
The
smartest
Terminator
man ever
robots
to
are
have
coming
lived?
for us. The Terminator robots are going to kill us. They're going to take our casting jobs too.
Oh, God, he's going to force cancel that or just kill him.
He's just going to kill him because it's the 3rd attack.
Damn, Tasteless.
Watch this. Dream's going to micro really hard. He's going to be like, oh, I better pull my workers. Try to fight this. No, he won't. GG. There you go.
You don't even need me.
Guys.
The
Guys,
3rd attack?
The Time Bones is my name.
Time Bones.
The time traveling caster.
Time Bones.
Now, if you'll excuse me, guys, I've got to go cast some dinosaurs fighting. I'm gone.
My God. Okay. Well, Dream gets 3-0'd. I'm so surprised it's 3-3-0 so far. I am so surprised about this. I'm surprised and I'm kind of upset, to be honest. I was so excited about these first 3 matches. I was like, oh, these are just good matches, man. We got these up-and-comers fighting. They're going to look good. It's going to be fun.
What time is it? Your phone on you? I feel like it's going too fast today. 7. My God, we've been live for 2 hours. Guys, we're going to a break. We'll be right back.
But I'm getting sober, trying but I can't get closer. Baby, did you let me go? Baby, did you let me go? words on the tip of my tongue, but pressed into my cheek. It wasn't out of place, but felt new to me. There was still so much left to say to you. It brings me down. I hope you find your peace when you rest your head. You're painless and sure in a hospital bed. I've got big shoes to fill, but there's plenty of space. You wore them out. Seems like I'm holding the world on my shoulders while I'm fighting the voice in my head. Don't wanna do this on my own. Take the long way home. Don't wanna do this on my own. Yeah, I can never run away. Still gotta brave today. You look at me and say.
전하, 물견도 참장하니 구명조끼는 벗으시죠.
안 돼요. 무리해서 구명조끼 필수죠.
어느 안전이라고. 전하, 잠시 행차를 멈추겠사옵니다.
과정 근처에 세우면 안 되죠.
어느 안전이라고.
지켜야 할 안전이요.
지켜야 할 안전? 뒤에도 매었느냐?
안전의 왕도는 실천이옵니다.
역사의 한 페이지를 장식한 어떤 카드를 던질까에 대해서 머릿속으로 진짜 고민이 많아질 수밖에 없는 상황이죠. 시즌 3연 주고장 골든 트로피의 주인공이 됩니다. 연전 연승 달리고 있는 매치에서는 지지 않는 포스를 뽐내고 있는데 이경기도 진짜 이걸 잡아요.
Everybody 째째! 이미 서론 들릴 수를 입히겠어. 바라봐야 돼. 태양. 걔 어떻게든 살아나라. 포기하지 말자.
(2019) GSL SuperTournament Season 2.
Who said that? Who said that? Where are you? Third casting voice.
My God.
Oh. You know in the scary movie when the person's about to be killed and they're like, who's out there? And they say to the scared voice, show yourself, you coward.
Yeah. I don't want them to show themselves. I want them to stay in the dark.
It's getting close to Halloween, Artosis. We could have a haunted cast. Ooh, spooky. All right, guys. Well, the monitor's still not fixed, so everything's going according to plan. This is exactly how I envisioned today working out. But there's still time, because we have exactly 3 more games left, Artosis, if things are going to continue on as they have been.
Who 3-0s, though, out of these two? It's a hard one.
I don't know. We'll know after game 1, though. Don't worry.
I just want you to tell me how many attacks there's going to be before someone dies, before there's even one attack.
Oh, I didn't time travel that much. I only time traveled enough to know that one game.
Yeah.
I forgot I wasn't supposed to tell you guys I wanted to look smart, and then but I got 2, I'm the only guy who's ever time traveled before.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is it like airplanes where, like, every time you do it, it's like your carbon footprint grows and you're getting radiation and stuff? Like, how's it work, Tasteless? Are you polluting the planet through time travel?
Probably.
Are you doing the butterfly effect? Like, you go back in time and you pollute the dinosaurs?
That's right, man.
Tasteless brings cigarettes to the past and sells them to dinosaurs
kids. Just start smoking. That's how they all went extinct.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
You like that, Mr. Trotosaurus Rex? That's a menthol.
The thing is, he would have to have like a long stick. His little arms can't hold it in his mouth.
Yeah,
You gotta light
that's a
it
good
for
point.
him.
Yeah.
You gotta light it for
Like,
him.
you want another puff?
Yeah. You got a bunch of pterodactyls with like butler uniforms on, flying around servicing. My God.
Oh my God.
This is the dinosaur cigarette salesman. Your greatest scheme yet, Time Bones.
I'm like, yeah, that's right, Mr. Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm from the future. In the 1950s, doctors said that's good for you. He was like, oh, thanks, tasteless. No problem, talking dinosaur.
It's like, how many dinosaurs are there in 1950?
How many programmer dinosaurs are there? Oh, there's a lot.
Start.
A couple champions.
There's a lot.
Oh, there's tons.
Makers. Classic.
Dinosaur's so excited for the future of his race. But Tasteless, Time Bones knows.
Time Bones went back and killed the dinosaurs.
Generic Greenways. Trap.
There's a lot of T-Rex programmers.
Oh, there's tons of them, yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff, man. I hope this is not a 3-0, seriously, though.
Oh, it's a 3-0.
Oh, man.
It's just who is going to 3-0.
Well, we've got one gate on the low ground here. That's for Classic. Trap's keeping his gate in his main.
Well, Trap's making 2 gates Tasteless. Well, we've seen builds like this before, where you defend with Stalker Shield Battery for a bit. We'll see if Trap goes super aggro against it or not. But I feel like every time we've seen this strategy, it's worked.
I think so, actually.
I think so. I think you'd normally go Stargate with it, but yeah, I think, right?
We've got Trap hiding a pylon in the very bottom left. Now, we almost always have someone hide something here in a PvP. It's just there's so many spots you could put something and it just doesn't get,
but you know what?
Get located.
Whatever his strategy is, he's playing against a fast expansion, so it's not what he expected. Okay,
Ooh,
so he's
Robo.
yeah.
Okay.
So it should be like an Immortal Prism push with Stalkers.
This can be hard to hold.
Yeah, but the thing about Classic's build is I feel like you have it tested out against everything that's popular, and this is certainly a popular PvP build. So there goes down Shield Battery number 1. Sees what he's up against. Thing is, I would feel confident as Trap, but then again, I lose to this on the ladder as well. I'm like, oh no, I should be able to bust that, no problem. And then they like do a force field and kill my first immortal. I'm like, oh no, I have 22 probes and they have 40. I wish Tasteless hadn't killed all the dinosaurs so T-Rex could show me how to stop this.
Sorry about that. So you gonna make something out of that Robo anytime soon here? Hello?
Yeah, that's a good question, Tasteless.
Like you gotta make something out of that Robo, buddy.
Do you though?
There we go.
You can't tell him what to do. He's the pro gamer, not you.
You're right. Gotta get TY, both caster and pro gamer, a hybrid nerd. So, this push is gonna come very quickly here. The question is if Classic can hold it or not. If Classic holds it, it should be a very easy game unless he takes like so much damage that things start to balance out.
Yeah.
But if this works for Trap, he's just going to barrel through and crush Classic and then win 3-0 because that's all we're getting today is 3-0s.
Mm-hmm. Whoever wins this first game wins it all. Okay, Void Ray on the way. I think that's a great choice. Immortal coming out second after that Prism. So he wants to start poking.
Oh, my God. Oh! The Sentry barely staying alive there. These batteries are essential.
Very good micro. Very good micro so far here from Classic. Trap's micro is not bad, but Classic really on top of things, not taking any hold damage on anything.
Okay, he backs up. There is an Immortal being chrono boosted out here. What are you giggling about?
There's lots of T-Rex.
Oh yeah, lots of them, man.
It's just so funny. Look at this, the Void Ray coming out and smashing some face right there. Hey, he can't even kill that Sentry. Can't even do it.
Sentry is the biggest hero Sentry in all of StarCraft 2 history.
That is the ultimate tank right there.
Let him retire. That Sentry, when this game is done, he's going to have so many medals on his military jacket.
Does Heroes of the Storm have a sentry hero yet?
I don't know.
I hope it's a tank if they do. It better not be a support.
Yeah. We
From
see
what
how
I
much
just
damage
saw.
they can actually soak. Okay, now with the Immortal here, the damage gets much more difficult to deal with, especially for these stalkers. Oh, it's so good!
I can't believe that's not dead. That thing's a ghost. That's Bruce Willis from Sixth Sense.
Ooh, he's going to back up. He's going to try to attack it again. Again, Trap has to make this work. He does not have an additional base.
You know, to be fair, Classic doesn't have many more probes, but yeah, if he holds this, he's going to explode. Yeah, he's just putting out maximum.
He's going to explode?
Yes, he's
Like
going to
it's
explode.
speed.
In a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. There's good explosions
Yeah.
and bad explosions.
Well,
He's going to get his third Void Ray out.
it's getting a little bit quiet here in this push. I
Red, yellow,
think
and
Classics-
green.
What?
He's almost got all the primary colors in
Yeah.
those Void Ray healths.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. He's got blue on the shields. Jeez, he can make any color he wants, Stasis. Tasteless wonders, though, if the primary colors are just in Iceland. Like, I think you misunderstand a lot of things, Tasteless.
Okay, again, oh, he's actually just going to go for it. Nice, shutting that down entirely. We're just getting to see Trap just get painted into a corner here. He's not giving up on this push yet, though. But it looks like, as far as Classic goes, he's basically there with an answer every time.
Yeah, he's looking quite good. You know, he's got these 3 Void Rays, which don't necessarily scale super well, but they're actually okay. They'll still be somewhat helpful going forward. Look at this, 40 probes to 24. See that explosion I was talking about? He was at 30.
It was a good
during
explosion. You were
during
right,
the-
too.
Yeah, during the push, he was
So
at 30 probes.
It is possible to juggle the army over here, but if you get caught in the middle of this,
He just doesn't want to fight up a ramp anymore, I guess, but there's no retreat.
this is YOLO. This is as YOLO as it gets, and he sees it.
Well, it's certainly YOLO since he didn't even take a base. Look at this. He's got.
Oh, YOLO.
Well, now he has to go fight it because otherwise you'll jump it all up into the main base. There's not 10 shield batteries there like there is at the natural.
Okay, he takes the pylon out. That's going to darken this area, and he's going to try to push here into the natural. Oop, one sentry. We know how much damage they can take.
Look, it's 1 Immortal against 2, though. Turns on 1 of the Void Rays. He actually keeps the 2 low health ones out of prismatic alignment mode.
Well, none of these Void Rays have been picked off yet.
Yeah.
Nice with the batteries over here on the left, healing this up. Another warp-in comes. Some Stalkers in the back not attacking, now coming forward here.
Yeah,
Now, again, there's no real retreat path here. Oh my God.
Prism. So that should be it.
That's game.
The Void Rays almost win this one by themselves.
Yep, GG. Classic takes game 1.
That's right. All right, well done by Classic. Is a 3-0 incoming?
Well, I hope not. I really don't like having days this short for Super Tournament.
I know, these are supposed to be long, epic days.
What do you think of that part in Trap's Heratosis?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You can tell that he has like a really big head, which means big
That's
brain.
his big brain in there, man.
Yeah.
That's the StarCraft players' Heratosis, big brains.
Yeah. Well, some of them.
Yeah,
Classic's got the same one. Maybe
Yeah.
these 2 Protoss.
Who's
play.
got the better part in their hair? It's a tough call.
Isn't it, what's Party's part look like?
I didn't look. Triton, which is the name of a moon.
Yep.
Yep. There's one thing I know, it's the moon's Artosis.
As Tasteless pulls down his pants at me.
Okay, let's get a game 2.
Sick Tasteless. I see London, I see France, Tasteless.
Makers Classic. Jin Air Green Wings. Trap.
Nice. This audience they've been good sports here, considering that
Considering they're watching
you're literally
on
watching on a TV like you do at home.
Yeah. At least you're not watching on your cell phone.
That's right.
Although some of those cell phones nowadays are bigger than those TVs, I think.
Yeah, some of these cell phones are so big they look like ice cream bars. Are you a fan of big phones?
No.
Why not?
Because my hands aren't big.
What, do you hold the phone to your ear and you make phone calls like a caveman? You don't have like earbuds?
Wow.
Hey, you guys want to see my impression of Artosis answering his phone? Hello, ugh, ugh.
That's how I say it.
Yep, because he's a caveman.
Yeah.
I'm okay with big phones.
Yeah.
Good for watching stuff on.
They like don't fit in pockets as well either, though.
How big of a phone are we talking about here, Artosis?
Yeah, how big of a phone are we talking
like
about?
Artosis, that's a television you're trying to put in your pants.
Listen. Oh, I'm sorry, Tasis. It's just I don't wear Jenko jeans like you do. Okay.
Remember Jenko jeans?
Yeah, with their big pockets so you could steal stuff.
Dude, my mom, I want to get Jenko jeans. I thought they were so cool. I think it was like 7th grade. And so my mom bought them for me, and I was like so excited to go to school. I'm like, these pants are so cool, and then everybody made fun of me.
Oh, really?
It was like terrible because it was like,
Oh.
it was like you had to move from class to class. And so, like, every time I walk into class, we'd be like, oh, look at his pants. He's so not cool. And I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Like,
Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry.
it's okay.
I was not with it at that age, and I wore sweatpants to school, and people would be like, nice sweatpants. I'm like, thanks?
You're like, thank you. They allowed my legs to breathe very well. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
Okay, Stargate Tech here. Can we have the 3-0 curse broken?
I hope so. Let's have a close match.
Or is esports doomed forever?
Just 3-0s everywhere. If everything's a 3-0 for a whole year, do we just change the best of 1 format?
Yes.
May as well.
Yes.
If you win the first game, you're winning them all.
So both players are expanding. In other words, there's nothing that dramatic that should be happening right away.
No.
There's a lot of ways you can try to attack in a PvP specifically before they get their second base up and running. But if you're both going to expand, then we're going to have probably more of a macro PvP here.
Looks like Classic's maybe prepping something there.
Yeah, he's got a hidden pylon up there.
Yeah. Not sure exactly what his plan is with that. Ah, his own Stargate. Cool. That's kind of a fun maneuver because you guard against incoming oracles for a certain amount of time, and then if they come really late, it can catch your opponent off guard.
Can't believe this probe is just not checking that corner.
Why would it? Why would anything be there?
Well, it's PvP.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
you're right about that. But that means it should be checking everywhere.
Right. It's doing neither of those.
Now it's checking places.
Okay. Stalkers are ready here for this Oracle, so it's not going to do any damage into the main. Looks like it might try to loop around and go over to the natural.
Looks like perfect defense pretty much everywhere. Phoenix on the way, so he can chase down that Oracle. Blink coming up here from Trap. I feel like this is somewhere that players really play wrongly against Classic. The amount of people that go Blink against Classic, and then he just sits there and makes immortals. And guess what happens then? He attacks eventually, and then you die because you have all these stalkers that don't do anything.
2 kills on the probe so far. Really not doing much of anything with those adepts.
No, not too much.
And so a Forge is coming along here.
Oracle sent out. Let's see what damage it can get done. This one not getting much done. That was his first kill.
So with this Forge here, obviously this is a nod to a much later game. Traps tried to do a time and attack from game 1 and it didn't work out. Oh man, okay, 3 kills there. Oh, make up your mind, make up your mind.
Ooh, just barely gets out.
Yeah. Very important you don't lose that Oracle.
Yeah.
Even though you're probably not going to get many more probe kills, being able to tag the army and watch the movement, especially in mirror matchups, like in general, if you know where their army is, because you're usually working with roughly the same type of material, the same kinds of material, just trying to get into a better position is a lot of times key.
All right, now he's trying to hunt down that Oracle, not going to quite catch it. The Blink is going to be finishing up here for Trap. Adding a couple more gates. We don't really see his full plan yet, though. I'm not quite certain what he's trying to do. It's kind of a very middle of the road blink right now.
Ooh! Yeah, this is a very safe standard play. Again, we have a forwards over here as well for Classic. It's a little bit later. So the +1 attack upgrade is going to be a pretty big leg up here for Trap.
I don't think that Trap made too many Stalkers here, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Because if you overmake Stalkers, that's where Classic's really going to get you. But I'm not sure the exact number right now.
I'm excited to have a late game PvP here.
Yeah, here's 4. No, never mind.
Oh.
He made a lot of Stalkers. Never mind.
How did none of those die? Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so the Oracle's finally killed off. We're still waiting to see a third base here for Classic. It's also possible he's just going to try to push out. We have 6 more gateways coming down. Excuse me. So is this going to work if he does some kind of power push here? Zealot Legs is coming
he's
along.
He's going to have Archons as well, so, I mean, it could. He doesn't have +1, though. The Phoenixes will help out somewhat in the battle, for sure.
Sure. Yeah, he is definitely going to go for a push here.
Yeah, it might be Trap trying to do a little bit too much at once. Not entirely sure as of yet.
Well, these situations are very straightforward, especially in mirror matchups. This attack has to work for Classic, because if Trap holds it off, Trap will just end up getting bigger and bigger, and it's going to be a game where Classic has to play catch-up.
Yeah. Which is funny, because he's the one that went Immortals here, so it feels like against the Blink Stalker count, should be all, should be all right to go into a later game.
Okay, so the push comes down. His army's headed southbound now. And
his army's going to pair reasonably well against this, I think.
Okay, let's see if he can get into a good position. Oh, he's actually sort of out of position here. Probes are being transferred. He's actually going up to the ramp. Oracle picked off here as well. And is he just going to try to push into the natural? No, he wants to go for the third, yeah.
I think you killed the third. That's
feedback here. He kind of used some of those charges on those Zealots down there. He's actually fighting an Archon that is morphing. There is an Immortal in the very, very back here. It's actually crab walking sideways. It's not able to do quite enough damage here. More Zealots are going to come into the front.
He's going to be careful to keep that Immortal alive.
Classic Zealots at the third are doing damage while this attack is happening over here at the natural.
Yeah, look at that. The Phoenixes run in, pick up that Immortal. That's really the linchpin of his army right now. All right, looks like he will finally kill that off, but actually all the Immortals going down for his opponent. Beautiful blink forward there by Trap, picking up that Prism.
He's stunned these Archons, but it looks like the Zealots in the natural have already done the damage they needed to do. There's 10 probes that have been killed off as the Archons thaw. The battle continues onward here. But I don't see any easy way to reinforce here as Classic.
No, yeah, that's the real problem. If he still had a Prism, then he definitely have a chance to kill him here.
Yeah, I think Trap has the right idea here, too, trying to just buy time by having the Stalkers come out, and the moment he tries to engage, he pulls away again.
Yeah, like his Stalkers can end up clearing the rest of this army. You can see he's really putting a lot of damage on the Archons. Yeah, the single Archon's still trying to fight. Come here, probes.
17 probes
for you.
Get in my tinted windowed van. GG. Classic.
Taking it down. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He brought him to Uh-oh Town.
In Ono County.
Yeah. Right by This Looks Bad Street.
Oh, you can't go down. You can't go up and down.
Sorry. Ugh. I just want to be one of the boys. We really do play every kind of music here at GSL.
Yeah.
What do we have earlier? It was like Rastafarian dubstep. It's like playing. Remember I was saying
that
the
was
first
funny.
I'm like, we have Rastafarian dubstep playing? I'm like, we didn't have enough of that in GSL. Trap, you can do it. Take our energy. Don't give us a 3-0.
Now, Trap is not 100% for BlizzCon yet, so he does want this win. He's, oh wait, no, he is 100% for BlizzCon. I'm so sorry. Never mind.
I gotta go.
Set.
I gotta
I'm
go.
Game starts.
Roar. Sports.
Makers Classic. Jin Air Greenways Trap.
Please don't be a 3-0. Please.
Who are you asking?
The gods of esports.
Do you think they're watching right now?
I think so. I don't know if the god of esports is a guy with a long white beard, Artosis. I mean, I don't know, but maybe there's something out there.
I thought
man.
you were talking about DJ Wheat and Carmack. I'm sorry. Like, those are two very different time zones.
Yeah. Now, so far, Classic has made this look easy. I really thought this was going to be the closest match of the day here. Trap tries to do a timing attack in game one.
Welcome to my world, Tasteless. I thought those first three were going to be amazing, awesome, close matches.
Yeah. What time is it now? My God.
Tasteless uses hocus pocus. He's like, in 3 attacks, the game will end. Like, Tasteless, there hasn't been an attack. How could you possibly know that? My name is Time Bones.
Yes. I need to find John Connor right now. Is there another Terminator movie coming out?
Yeah, I saw,
what happened
like,
to that franchise? It's so bad now.
Is it?
1 and 2 were so good, and then 3, I'm like, I think Terminator 3 was the moment I was like, oh, they're going to destroy all good storylines.
3 was, I think I
remember
remember
the
it.
chick Terminator. Remember that?
No,
You seriously don't know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure I must have seen it, but I can't remember it.
You probably blacked out. It was so traumatic for you. You're like, I don't know what happened. I remember going to the theater, and then I came out screaming.
Terminator movies are kind of fun. 2 was amazing. That's the
2's
one.
the best one, dude.
By
But
far.
1 is good. 1 is
It's
good.
Quality,
Okay.
Quality movie. Quality movie.
The new ones are bad, though.
I don't know if I saw the last one, and the new one I'm not planning on seeing. I don't have time for that stuff.
Damn. Rtosis is a tough sell. So we've got to start. Wait, did he? What?
Yeah,
Okay.
This is par for the course, man. Probe vision isn't enough.
we need
needs to be a
probes
probe
to have vision
vision
like
upgrade.
Zelnaga watchtowers.
Yeah. That would be amazing. I think you should be able to put a probe on another probe's shoulders, and they can see twice as far.
You get 3 of them, 3 probes together, but you make them wear a big trench coat. They're all stacked on top of each other.
BoJack Horseman.
Yeah. Now, from a literary approach, Artosis, it's very apt that this is a Rubik's Cube on this map.
Yeah.
As we're still trying to solve this puzzle of a matchup. Yes. So it's going to be a robo build. Somehow that Stargate just wasn't scouted. That goes to show you how practiced Classic is. He's like, well, actually, if I put it exactly here, there's just this little blind spot in the scout pathing.
Well, you gotta, yeah, if you're just clicking through, it skips that area. It's a good thing to find out. You should always go into a map and just kind of click around and figure things out.
Okay, Forge coming down now for Classic.
And double Oracle getting ready.
He's going to try to dive in. He's going to have these Adepts come over here, but is he going to actually just hit this natural? Now he's going to try to fish the the Stalkers down, and then the Oracles are going to come in, right? Only 2 Stalkers are coming down. So it seems like Trap kind of knows what's probably going to happen.
Ooh, you actually got him to go away a little bit. Here come the Oracles. Nice move.
Damn,
Not bad.
that was so good.
That was really
Great
well
play.
executed. Good micro. Look at this. The
Oh,
Adepts are going to
it
come down. Are you
gets
kidding me?
worse.
Oh, my God.
Classic stop!
7 kills. Only loses 1 Oracle. Not bad. That was really nice tactically.
All right. Tries to come back into the main. That's a lot of probe kills early on, and he really didn't lose anything for it.
Yeah, it's very good harassment. Ooh, I like that force field action.
Oh my God, we're gonna get more kills? Are you serious?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
The targeting of the Adept and Oracle, I love it.
7
Wow.
more kills.
37 workers to 26.
7 kills, the same number of deadly sins.
Means something.
Gotta mean something.
Yeah. 14.
Can there be 7 deadly sins of StarCraft?
Oh, there's more than that.
There's
There's way more than that, Tasteless.
No.
I could write a whole book about that. Artosis Testament.
Now, the Book of Artosis.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fiery damnation in that book.
Yeah, there is. Like, don't you believe the commentator that comes after me, okay? This is how it actually is.
I'm the one true prophet. Okay, so we're going to go into Robotech here. Again, I mean, it's already been a very big win here for Trap. I'm sorry, for Classic. Trap lost so many probes.
Well, Trap is actually going into an interesting tech route here to try to come back. Most likely it's going to be Blink Disruptor, although we have seen some Colossus starting to pop up.
The thing about Blink Disruptor is it makes the math kind of fuzzy.
Yes, it does.
On how the fights are going to go down. And even though positioning is important, it's really just does the Disruptor shot connect with large targets.
Mm-hmm.
And in PvP, microing against that can actually be quite difficult.
It really can. It's very different from like a Terran microing against it. Terrans can kind of stim and split everything into different directions or pick up in medevacs. With Protoss, you're like, okay, I have one Prism.
Yeah.
Maybe that can pick something up.
And also the targeted units for the Disruptor, a lot of times, I mean, nothing moves that fast with Protoss when those fights are happening.
Yeah.
Like, it's very easy to hit an Immortal.
Really, it's a,
You know, Stalkers clump up a lot.
Sentries are dead meat.
Oh, Sentries are the worst of all.
Yeah.
They're the saddest unit in the whole game. They're just sitting there holding that snow globe, feeling bad.
They're the easiest thing to hit.
But a Sentry's just a robot, right? There's not like a little guy in it, right?
Yeah, it's a robot. A lot of the Protoss units
It's not
are
like Men in
robots.
Black, like they'd open it up and there's just a little tiny little alien guy in there.
That would be
just like a little
especially
tiny
sad.
Protoss
You
player.
think Parting would feel bad for letting so many sentries die in the past? Remember those old builds where you'd use up the force fields and let the sentries tank the damage?
Yeah, yeah.
Those
I remember
blink.
right when the game was in beta and the Sentries could fight mutas off.
8 damage is
Yeah.
pretty high.
I remember playing Zerg and flying a bunch of mutas in and being like, well, these are little support units. I'm going to win this.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Shaman in Warcraft 3. I think it was the Shaman. I don't know. The Wolf Mage guy. Warcraft 3 players everywhere screaming at the monitor right now.
Wolf Mage guy.
Yeah.
Like sounds kind of silly, Tasteless. I don't know if that's real. Oh my god. What in the world? He's killing everything with 2 Immortals.
This is going to get worse. Now there's Zealots coming in here. What am I seeing? Just going to get the Disruptors.
Oh my god.
Oh!
LOL. GG. Two Immortals in a Prism just
And
ended.
the curse
3-0.
will not be broken. Trap. So much sodium.
We just got through 4 best of 5s.
What is it, like?
In 2 hours and 45 minutes.
It's 7:45 p.m.? What is going on?
It's not even my bedtime yet.
I know.
I still got another hour and 15 minutes.
And guys, in case you're wondering, no, the monitor was never fixed.
See if
It's
fixed
broken.
for tomorrow. I imagine it'll be fixed for tomorrow.
I hope so. I wonder who broke it. Who are the usual suspects?
Probably you and I.
You and I, yeah. Well, guys, thank you for coming down. Those of you in the studio, sorry the monitor was broken the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's too bad.
I know.
It's bad luck there. Hopefully be back up tomorrow.
Yep. Super Tournament, one word. Yep.
And there you go. 3-0, 3-0,
Guys, you can
3-0,
see
3-0.
this Protoss guy in the upper left, he's like, today's result. And look at that, they're talking.
So we have 3 Protoss and a Terran get through. No Zergs get through today.
Good. I don't like those guys.
Yeah, we've had enough of them.
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got here.
Bracket.
All right, so we have 2 Zergs,
Okay, tomorrow.
4 Protoss, and 2 Terrans. Not
So
too
we're going to
bad.
start off tomorrow with a PVZ.
Yeah,
and a
stats for Stark,
PVT,
then Sue
okay.
Gumiho. Those are good
And a
matches.
PVT,
Parting
okay,
TR.
and then a PvP. So we get all the possible matchups, and then the mirror matchup, all the non-mirror matchups, and then just one mirror matchup because you have 4. You got to have at least one.
Yeah, I guess you're actually right on that.
So tomorrow, guys, we will be here. Again, it starts at 5 p.m. So we're going to be on tomorrow and then the next day. And then we're going to be on a little bit of a break. A little brick rock.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Of course, KSL has been announced.
Has it? Okay.
Yep. So, be back for that.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, Super Tournament. A couple more days to go. I think, well, all my predictions so far have been pretty crap for this tournament, so I'm not going to say tomorrow's going to be closer. But it can't be less close.
I hope.
It can't be more one-sided than all 3-0s.
Well,
it
careful,
could only be 3-0s again. That's the most it could be.
It could be very quick 3-0s.
These were very quick 3-0s.
Could be faster.
It can't be faster.
You're scaring me, Artosis.
It's going to be a better day, Tasis, I promise.
I hope. I want longer days. This is like so short for us. Okay, we can hope for tomorrow then. So the screen, as you can see, Artosis, can you move to the side here a little bit? Let's show them. Our screen is still broken.
Look at that.
But tomorrow,
you should use your stupid time-traveling skills to do something useful, like fix this screen or
I was too busy trying to
it.
look like a good caster. I forgot to warn them about that.
Oops. Well, Time Bones, it's been a good one.
It's been fun. Yeah. I think they might make us fill here for a little bit before we close it out.
Who would be the most likely caster to break that screen? No regret is the answer. No regret.
That's all the time we have, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow for day 3 of the GSL Super Tournament. We love you guys. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are.